And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Midland Field for today's wrap-up of this three-game series between Transylvania and your Mount St. Joe Lions. The Lions, unfortunately, were swept yesterday, losing 15-3 in Game 1, and then a tight nail-bite game in Game number 2, 7-6. Coaches are meeting right now at home plate, exchanging lineups. If you're ready now, here are today's starting lineups. First for Transylvania, that comes in with a record of 23-10, 15-3 in the conference, led by Coach Zach Getze. Leading off, number 4, the left fielder Caden Ford. Batting second, number 10, the second baseman Siata Shirakori. Batting third, number 38, the right fielder Calvin Schubert. Batting fourth, number 21, the center fielder Ethan Dillon. Batting fifth, number 9, the first baseman Chris Hedinger. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 1, Nick Patriamonaco. Batting seventh, the DH, number 28, Houston Manning. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Max Finn. Batting ninth, number 5, the shortstop, Brent Alcorn. And on the mound is number 6, Henry Craig. For your homestanding Lions, with a record of 14-20, 8-11 in the conference. Leading off, number 4, the second baseman, Austin Buckle. Number 23, the left fielder, Jordan Harley, bats second. Number 14, Ethan Mason, the shortstop, bats third. Andrew Clements will bat in the fourth position as the DH. Number 50, Jackson Gutzwaller, catches, bats fifth. Brennan Martin, number 22, at first base, bats sixth. Zach Clough, number 5, bats seventh at third. Batting eighth, Will Record in right field. And batting ninth, A.J. Meyer in center. On the bump will be number 37, Josh Isaacs. And I'm joined today by Blake Watson. Blake, you missed a lot of fireworks yesterday, but you were fortunate enough to see 2 wins by the softball team. That they're still, in a shot for that first place, at least the first couple of spots here for potential bye in the conference tournament. But boy, we lost. The second game especially was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you've put yourself now in an absolute must-win-out situation to give yourself any chance at making it to Kokomo. The chances are slim. We've had those conversations off the air. A lot of that is due to who Franklin has left, because that's really the only spot we can get is that 6th spot. But that loss yesterday kind of puts you in you-got-to-win-out mode and hope for a whole bunch of help. And weirder things have happened. It's the game of baseball. Things can go sideways on a team in a hurry. But, in all likelihood, the Lions got a handful of games left in this regular season. But, yeah, it's tough. All you can do is baseball's turn the page today. And we always talk about it, The momentum in baseball is all about who's taking the ball in the next game. And Josh Isaacs has the ability to go out and shut a lineup down. If we get the good Josh Isaacs today, the Lions have a chance to win here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. You're not playing for a draft pick or anything like
right.
The tank games. You're trying to win every game. And I know as a coach, no matter what the record was, we're always trying to win as many games as we can. So this is, an opportunity to win a game and, head into next week. Again, as you said, it's slim and none, but you keep working at it. So we're getting ready for the national anthem here as the Lions have taken the field. We'll step away for a minute.
First base, Brennan Martin. Behind the plate, Jackson Gutzweiler. On the mound, Josh Isaacs. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
just have a little fun. Really, in a sense, the pressure's off.
100%. Whatever happens, happens at this point. If you happen to win out and get some help, great. But at this point, you no longer control your own destiny, so just play. If you think about this season, the Lions are going to look back on the 2026 season, Chuck. It's gonna feel like a year of sort of missed opportunities for them. You come into the year, your two most known offensive commodities are probably Harley and Martin, and both have kind of had down years. Expect a big jump from Austin Buckle at second base, and he's been fine. Had a solid year, but just hasn't taken that sophomore jump we expected him to. And then on the mound, you expect that to be kind of the lead of this team, the pitching. And while at times it's been fantastic, and Nolan Miller had a run where he was outstanding. I know he got beat up a little bit yesterday. It's been kind of an inconsistent model on the mound for the Lions all year. So it'll be a year it's tough to look back on at times, but it's not necessarily over just yet.
Yeah, that's why you keep playing. So Josh Isaacs is on the mound here warming up. His last outing was one of his best of the year. He threw 6 1/3 innings, had 5 strikeouts, and only 2 earned runs allowed in a win versus Manchester. So they need that type of outing again to really hold this Transylvania team down. They swing the bats very well, and boy, they're tough to keep off the scoreboard.
Yeah, Josh has the stuff to dominate a lineup when he's good. If we get good Josh today, Lions will have a shot to win this ball game. If we don't, it'll be a tough day at the yard for the home team.
So leading it off will be Caden Ford. Caden's had a couple triples so far in the series. Tough leadoff hitter. Zach Clough in on and he's going to show bunt right away, and we get a hit by pitch right off the bat. So not a good start.
And Jackson actually took the worst of that, is when it bounced off the batter. It got a big piece of Mr. Gutzweiler behind the plate.
Yeah, sometimes it's the old, goes from bad to worse, and here we go starting off again. So Sieta Shiratori, the second baseman, will step in. Yesterday's game, he was hit. He actually was hit by the pitch 3 times in the doubleheader, stole a couple bases, had a base hit. So we'll see what they do, if they play for a run or they play for the big inning here. Stretch. There's a good fastball for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Umpires for today are Greg Spencer behind the plate, Clinton Sparks on the bases. Stretch. Good breaking ball called strike 2. I like the fact Josh is using the slide step. Might not be the most comfortable for him, but if you don't, these guys are going to run wild on the bases. No balls, 2 strikes. Quick throw to first. And Ford able to get back. Shiratori hitting .381. And there's a pass ball. As the ball's outside, and Gutzweiler not able to come up with it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's, Jackson's been a really solid catcher for the 4 years here, but if there is a bugaboo, he does have probably too many pass balls. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stretch. There goes the big leg. Curveball swung on and lifted to right. Record comes in. Should not be able to tag on that play. He'll just bluff it. So that's out number 1. Nice job by there, Josh. He had Shiratori reaching for that.
Record has a very good arm and right, Chuck. I like the bluff just to draw a throw, but
yeah,
you were never tagging on that.
Sure, you never know. You might as well try it. Schubert comes in hitting .305. Outstanding right fielder. Really no wind at all to speak of today. A chilly day and overcast. I thought they were going to say 73 to 75, but better hurry to get up to that. There he goes. That big leg kick is just not going to work, guys. And they say safe at third on the stolen base. Again, and we just continue to give up stolen bases. No chance there for Gutzweiler. Just a running jump with the big leg kick.
Yeah, and a throw was up and away from Guts, kind of carried him into the left-handed batter's box, made it extremely tough to throw him out. And it actually had a shot at him, but it sounded like Clough missed the tag.
Breaking ball for a strike. And I agree with you. It was actually a lot closer than I thought, because with the running jump and the big leg kick, I'm like, well, this isn't going to be close. And actually, they had a shot.
It almost looked like Ford slowed down going into third, Chuck.
And I thought maybe he almost slid into the tag, but 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, breaking ball right in there, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a really good front door breaking ball from Josh. I was a little concerned. The first one he threw was up in the zone, hung a little bit. That one was much better there. I was afraid he's going to live with that breaking ball a little too much and risk getting one hit a long way.
1-2 on the way. High with a fastball, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He tried to climb the ladder there. Not a bad 2-strike pitch.
By the way, Patrick Murray's start time was 11:58. Pitch, that swung on and fouled away. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Went to that breaking ball again, Chuck. That one was down and away. Kind of ran a little bit off the plate. Schubert does a good job to foul that off. That was a good pitch from Josh. Good 2-strike pitch.
Schubert comes in with 11 doubles, a couple home runs, and 29 runs batted in.
And this Transylvania team can really swing it.
Fastball upstairs. Counter run full.
Josh done a good job with the breaking ball. It has yet to find that fastball.
Yeah,
Finishing up with it.
I'm predicting a 3-2 breaking ball right here. Stretch. Payoff on the way. He did throw a breaking ball. It's blooped, foul down the left field line.
Had Schubert way out in front of that one. Kind of hit it down off the end cap.
We'll do it all over again. It's if you weren't with us yesterday and you're new to Midland Field, there's a tremendous amount of foul territory here. The infield, the mound, and the plate is all turf, and then the outfield is grass.
Be really nice to see Josh here have the ability to throw that fastball kind of under the hands for a strike.
Another breaking ball fouled away. Count remains full, so Schubert with a good at-bat going here. So we play the top of the first of game number 3 here, the second last really conference series of the year. We've got Wilmington at home here Tuesday night, at Wilmington Wednesday, and then we wrap it up next Saturday against Earlham with a doubleheader. Payoff again. Good fastball. Right in on his hands, and Josh able to make the catch.
Almost exactly what I was asking for, Chuck. A fastball in the hands. Once you throw that breaking ball, and he's kind of out in front of it, you run the risk of speeding up the bat a little bit, right? But it worked perfectly, did exactly what I wanted to do. I was hoping Schubert would swing through it, but it worked out. It stalled him off, and that would have been in the big leagues. That would have been a barrel headed towards the outfield because that got right on his hands.
Really good pitch right there, so let's see if he can get out of this jam now with 2 outs. That'll bring up Dylan, the center fielder. Dylan comes in hitting .413 with a 7 doubles, a triple, and a team-leading 37 runs batted in. Ground ball in the hole in the left field. Chloe was able to get a glove on it, but that'll put Transylvania on the board with a 1-0 lead.
Big wide turnover there from Dylan after the RBI base hit. The Lions actually had a shot at him, but Harley bobbled it and left, and then when he threw it in, missed buckle completely at second base. But that's what we talk about with this Lions pitching staff. It's kind of an unforced error there. You hit by pitch, pass ball, stolen base on a high leg kick, and then a see-through single gets all the way to left for an RBI base hit. So they didn't have to necessarily earn that. It's an earned run, but didn't have to earn it.
Hedinger steps in. It's low and away, ball 1. Hedinger comes in hitting .347, another guy. 9 doubles, 3 triples, 7 home runs, second on the team. 1 ball, no strikes. Good jump, swung on and fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. They put a lot of pressure on you with their running game.
Yeah, obviously not a hit and run there. Almost looked like a bit of a run and hit because it wasn't a great pitch to hit for Hedinger, but he swung through it and fouled it off.
Yeah, clearly with 2 outs, you're not going to hit and run, but you're going to let him have the option. He liked what he saw and swung and fouled it away. Isaacs fires a fastball to Martin at first.
Gets the attention of the Transylvania dugout over there, Chuck.
Yeah.
They're a little bit of oohing and ahhing after that throw. Josh almost looked angry as he threw that one over there.
Yeah, again, a 2-out hit. That's just the difference in these games. Runner goes, pitch is fouled. Pass Coach Getzy down the third base line. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This has been a big fastball count here for Josh. I think trying to give Jackson a pitch he could maybe throw the runner out on. Now you got him in 2 strikes. I expect to see that breaking ball here, Chuck.
Dylan with 20 steals on the year and 23 attempts. Throw to first. Again, I've mentioned this on numerous broadcasts this year. You just don't see pitch outs anymore. Boy, used to see them in my day a lot. And now I think I can count on definitely one hand how many I've seen this year. Maybe one finger.
I would say I think I've seen one.
I think I've seen one also.
And it was still like a modified pitch out, not a full stand-up pitch out.
It just doesn't happen anymore. Throw to first, he gets back. Again, as I mentioned, cloudy day here. Temperature probably in the high 50s, low 60s at best.
Feels like an early March game instead of a late
does.
April game.
It's nice weather. He's going to go again here. Big lead. Curveball swung on this, strike 3. So that on the end of the inning. Transylvania scores 1 in the first on a hit. Middle of the first, Transylvania 1. Mount St. Joe coming to bat on the MSJ Sports Network.
The Mount didn't just teach me, it changed me. My professors pushed me to think bigger. My mentors led by example, lighting the way. And every step, I leveled up. Now it's my turn to teach, to inspire, to pay it forward. Because every challenge, every late night, every aha moment, every grind has taken me to new heights.
And we're back for the bottom of the first. Lions switching it off the lineup a little bit today. Buckle will lead off, followed by Harley and Mason to face Craig. Craig comes in. It's only his second start of the year, 11th appearance, 26 2/3, 20 hits, 12 runs, 19 walked, but a high strikeout, 33 strikeouts, 4.05 ERA. So the right-hander will face Buckle, stepping in. Buckle comes in hitting .269. First pitch is a called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, a little arm side run there. Kind of a 3/4 angle here from Craig.
Pitch that's fisted out towards shortstop. Alcorn will throw to first, and Buckle is retired. That'll bring up Jordan Harley. Jordan comes in hitting .294. Been slowly raising his average here the last couple of weeks here. And he's currently riding a 13-game hitting streak. I guess the thought would be, we kind of talked off air as the third baseman. Finn is way in at third. Ball 1. And Jordan's had some quality at bats with drawing some walks and different things. So he's had some good plate appearances here the last couple of weeks. Pitch. That swung on and missed. He's way late on that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Almost looked like he was trying to hit it past the third baseman.
Yep.
1-1. That's swung and fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But I think the thought would be is they hope Buckle could get on. That opens up the doors for a lot of things: hit and run, bunt, steal, and maybe bunting to third. And unfortunately, Austin was not able to get on base. 1-2 on the way. That rides outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's interesting you say that. We're a year removed from it, but we talked so much on these broadcasts last year about Anton. He had an unbelievable career, but he was kind of the catalyst, the starter of everything. And as good as this year has been in times, they've really missed that spark plug at the top of the lineup. Buckle or Harley, both good players, just not able to do what Anton could do. Get on, steal, bunt.
That's a full count pitch. Just fouled it off at the plate. So he stays alive. Jordan with 13 steals on the year and 17 attempts. That's bounced towards short. Alcorn throws on to Hedinger to retire the side. Or I'm sorry, 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down. Got a little bit ahead of myself. That'll bring up Ethan Mason. Ethan comes hitting .351. The team leader will record .352. He's right there. 12 doubles, a couple triples, 27 runs batted in. And again, we talk about this. No home runs. He's had a great year. Statistically, we're really shocked that he hasn't added to that home run total. First pitch, that hits him. So we'll take that little slow breaking ball that backed up on him.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing, no intent there.
Yeah. Well, again, it's the old, if you're going to hit a guy, you're not going to throw a slow breaking ball. That would make no sense. And I hope the folks out there would recognize that. So Clements will step in. Andrew in the DH role comes in hitting .288 with a home run and 15 runs batted in.
And that home run came midweek against Asbury last week.
Pitch that swung on, hit pretty good in the left center field, but over to track it down as the center fielder Dillon makes a nice running catch to end the inning. So the Lions get a base runner. They leave 1 after 1 complete. Transylvania 1, Mount St. Joe nothing on the MSJ Sports Network.
They don't see the 6 a.m. alarms, the bruises, the doubt. They see the wins, the highlights. They don't see what it took to get here. I've missed, fallen, started over and over. But every time, I showed up again, not just for me. For my team, my school, my future. This isn't just a game. It's how I rise to new heights.
And we're back for the top of the second. Leading it off will be Pietromonaco, Manning, and Finn to face Josh Isaacs. Transylvania leads at 1-0.
Still waiting. I haven't got the Chuck Murray win report yet.
Yeah, well, there's not much to it today, Blake. Breaking ball drops in there. We got to tell Sam, who's running the scoreboard, we don't put a 0 up in the top of the second until they either score or the inning's over. So.
Well, maybe that'll be some foreshadowing today.
All right, let's hope that works out for us. Good fastball fouled down the right field line. No balls, 2 strikes quickly. So Josh throwing strikes here early on, besides the hit by pitch on the very first pitch of the game.
Even honestly, that wasn't that bad of a pitch because the leadoff hitter Ford had squared the bunt and it just kind of ran in on his hands.
Curveball popped into center field. Meyer broke back, but now he comes in a couple steps, makes the catch for out number 1.
I'll tell you what, that's one guy that you can talk about for this Lions team that's been a very pleasant surprise. In that 9-hole, let off a little bit and played pretty good defense in center field as A.J. Meyer.
He's really, in my mind, overachieved, and I think it's way more than the coaching staff expected. And he's been really good in his first year as a starter.
Can really run. He's a good outfielder. Decent arm, too, for a center fielder. Not great, but decent.
So Manning steps in. Swing and a miss on first pitch. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that almost looked like a cutter that Josh threw outside. Had a little bit of slider action, but it was a little more velocity than his typical slider.
Manning comes in. There's a called strike, 2, hitting 162, but he had a good day yesterday. He was 3 for 7.
Josh is starting to find that fastball now. Chuck dots that on the outside corner. Now can go anywhere he wants with an 0-2 count.
Gutzweiler's going to set up outside. Good
Nasty.
pitch. Jackson will have to complete the strikeout. He will. So that'll go down as a strikeout swing, 2-3. So quickly 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Max Finn. Finns comes in hitting 247. He had a couple of hits in game number 1 yesterday and a couple of hits in game number 2. A right-handed hitter. Pitch. Good fastball right on the outside corner, as you said. No balls, 1 strike. Shakes off a sign. Now he gets what he wants. Good fastball. Just over the leaping head of Martin. Record's going to go over, but he's going to go for 2. At good speed, he's going to slide into second base with a 2-out double.
Yeah, that was a tough play for Record. He was headed towards the corner, which is the right route you want to take on that pitch, because I think he thought it was hit harder than it was, and the grass kind of just killed it.
Yeah, kind of off the end of the bat a little bit. Struck well, but kind of off the end of the bat. So that'll bring up Alcorn. He's going to step in with a 255 average, the left-handed hitter. Josh out of the stretch. There's a fastball. Must have been a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Looked pretty good from here, but a little bit high, according to umpire Greg Spencer. Good changeup right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit him way out in front.
It's one of the first changeups I've seen from Isaacs here.
I was just going to say, he's been a 2-pitch pitcher so far.
Which is, it's interesting because I don't think enough guys do that anymore. Try to get through the lineup without using their third pitch 1 time.
You like the changeup specifically against lefties. Breaking ball comes in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I had a guy years ago, now he's the head coach at Fenwick, Doc Whelan, way back in the day. His goal was to try to throw nothing but fastballs through the lineup the first time through. And occasionally it would work. Not all the time, but, hitting spots and, moving it around. Pitch. That's another changeup fouled towards the line dugout.
I actually saw a video this morning. It was Roger Clemens talking to me. So obviously, I was a power guy. But nowadays, everybody's so concerned with the radar gun, they don't know how to pitch. And trying to get through a lineup with your fastball breaking ball or fastball changeup the first time, save something for them to see, I hadn't seen that. And you can go to that good hook in a big spot to get a strikeout you might not have got if you didn't do that.
Good fastball. That's fouled off down the left field line. Clough chasing.
Just out of play.
Yeah, just out of play there. Like the hustle there by Zach, though. You never know. The wind blows it back, and the wind, now that I speak a little bit about it, it's starting to pick up a little bit.
I gave my Chuck Murray wind report at the softball field yesterday. There was actually no wind at the beginning of the games, which is crazy.
I had the video on, and I saw that the wind wasn't blowing. I was like, that's interesting, because usually it blows like crazy down there.
We still hit a trio of dingers.
It was nice to see. Let's hit the second. Buckled, nice play. As he backed up, he'll throw to Martin to retire. Alcorn to retire the sides. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Middle of the second, 1-0 Transy on the MSJ Sports Network.
Are you ready?
To climb higher.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we think you are. With new state-of-the-art facilities, expert coaches and mentors, our top-ranked teams will provide the perfect challenge to test your skills.
But it's not just about winning.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's what we're all about.
Here at the Mount.
And we're back for the home second. Leading off will be Jackson Gutzweiler, followed by Brennan Martin. And then it will be Zach Clough to face Craig here in the second. Jackson comes in hitting .306 with a couple of doubles and 1 home run. Slow breaking ball stays outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Jackson's career slowly winding down here. Looks like there's probably, after today, 4 more games. 1-0, that's low. 2 balls, no strikes. As you mentioned, kind of a sidearm slinger there, that's why maybe a little, surprised he's starting. It looks like he's more suited as a relief pitcher, but that's ball 3.
Yeah, it seems like more and more of these guys we see at this level, the more and more it feels like the mechanics of this type of pitching delivery is just so hard to repeat and throw enough strikes to be a starter.
There's a called strike. And the other thing is they might be looking for a third starter. Maybe they haven't been consistent enough.
If you looked at their stats, there's the only other guy that had started outside of the 2 yesterday who are very, very good. I don't think anybody else has more than 5 all year. So as good as this team is, it might be, looking for that conference tournament. We got to have somebody else to start some games.
Exactly.
And Craig, and then there's a couple other that might be an option. So this might be one of those games, too, where they just throw him for 3 or 4 and then another guy for 3 or 4.
Payoff on the way. That's rolled towards second. Throw on to first. And Chiritori retires Gutzweiler for out number 1.
And thus far, he's not giving up much hard contact. The ball from Clements was hit pretty good. Other than that, the Lions kind of rolling him over in the infield.
Yeah, boy, you're ahead 3-0 in the count. You'd like to see something a little bit better than a weak rounder to second. So that'll bring up Brennan Martin, comes in hitting .272, 4 homers, 18 runs batted in. Had a double yesterday. Change up, called strike on the outside corner. Brennan nods his head yes, like, yep, that was a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Again, that shift is on, change outside. Shortstop, Alcorn, not quite up the middle. Yesterday, Brennan was robbed. He hit a line drive to the right of Alcorn, and he made a diving catch. Pitch, fastball, catch at the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So he's made 2 really good pitches to him here.
Yeah, trying to stay away from Brennan.
Which has been the MO pretty much all the teams.
And it's worked.
Yep.
At times you'll see him use the left side.
Way outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, like I said, yesterday he hit that line shot that he was robbed on by Alcorn, and it just, they've been pitching pretty tough, and he'll be the first to probably admit it wasn't his best year, but pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and again, another pitch away. So 2 up, 2 down, Zach Clough step in. Zach comes in hitting .234. 6 doubles, a couple triples, a couple home runs, and 25 runs batted in, which is good for second on the team behind Ethan Mason.
Yeah, solid freshman year here for Zach, kind of coming to a close here. Zach's the type of guy they think is going to be kind of a building block for the future of this team.
Curveball waved on and missed. His average isn't probably where he'd want it to be, but his production's been pretty good. He's got some key RBIs and some key base hits.
He had a 2-week stretch in the middle of the season where he was really tough. Really struggled, and that kind of plummeted the average. Since then, he's been pretty solid back to, at least a respectable performance.
1-1 on the way. That's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. So far, Mr. Spencer not calling the river.
And Mr. Pietro Monaco is trying real hard to pull that one back.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the second. That's a called strike at the knees. That's a really good pitch right there.
It had a little arm side run, started kind of on the black and ran back really middle. But that's a good pitch when you can start it away from and have it run back over the middle of the plate.
2-2 on the way. That's outside. Again, really good call.
Yeah, the Transylvania dugout wanted that one, but that was definitely out.
Well, I missed my deuces were wild. 2-2-2 in the second inning, so we'll have a payoff pitch. That's bounced weakly to first. Hettinger will take it himself to retire the sides. Lions go 3 up, 3 down. We're through 2 complete. Transy 1, MSJ nothing on the MSJ Sports Network.
Are you ready?
To climb higher.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we think you are. With new state-of-the-art facilities, expert coaches and mentors, our top-ranked teams will provide the perfect challenge to test your skills.
But it's not just about winning.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's what we're all about.
Here at the Mount.
Back for the top of the third. So far, a little bit of a pitcher's duel. 1-0 Transylvania on an unearned run in the first. And they'll start off. Top of the lineup, Caden Ford. He was hit by the pitch, stole a base, and did score the only run back in the first. Again, kind of a brisk day here for late April, as you mentioned. You know, we've been getting 80-degree days. Yesterday was pretty nice, low to mid-70s. Today, I don't know if it's going to make 70. Isaacs, that's hit hard into right field for a base hit. Looked like a changeup he left up, so leadoff hitter Ford is on for his second time. And again, immediate pressure on the Lion defense right now.
Yeah, and you'll likely see Shiratori maybe even bunt here, but Ford's going to get a chance to steal this bag, I think.
Yeah, they've been getting running jumps, and you know, I just feel like we just not have done a good job holding runners this year. Well, he stole his 10th base back in the first, so he's 10 for 11. Clearly, Josh used the slide step here. He's going to throw to first. Ford back easily. Stretch. Throws to first again. Again, I mentioned this yesterday. At this level, you're allowed as many throws to first as you feel you need to make. I can see that being changed here in the next 3-5 years. But currently, he's leaning. There he goes. Pitch is swung on and bounced at third as the hit and run was on. Clough will throw to Martin to record the out as Ford moves up to second. If nothing else, I'd like to see a pitch out just to show Transylvania you'll do it, because that's really not in the bag right now. Just to show that maybe you'll do it, maybe you'll slow them down a little bit. But until you do, they're going to keep running really at will.
Yeah, and then you got to get creative, because you know Coach Getzy in that third base coach's box is extremely aggressive, and his team plays that way. You got to try to find something different to maybe stop it, because I wouldn't be shocked if they let Ford try to steal third here, too.
100% he's on his own. Pitch to Schubert, ball one outside. Schubert worked the count full last time, fouled some pitches off, and then Isaacs made a great pitch, jammed him, and actually hit a little weak pop-up to Josh, who was able to make the play. 1 ball, no strikes. Ford with his leadoff second. Pickoff's on. He's back. Relatively easy. But again, if nothing else, it shows that you're willing to at least try to keep them close.
It's funny you say, Ford's obviously on his own out there, but even kids that are on their own, when the coach has an overall aggressive mentality, that breeds the kids taking a little more chances sometimes in spots that they might not have previously.
And that's ball 2. And again, clearly Josh not being able to use his big leg kick is bothering him. He's got to kind of get to the plate quick, knowing that Ford could take off. So it does. He might not steal the base, but it's going to help the hitter here, Schubert, maybe hit a mistake. 2 balls, no strikes.
Keeps inching that lead out.
Good fastball, popped to shallow right, Buckle out. He's going to make the catch. Runner fakes tagging and going to go back. Really nice catch by Austin Buckle on the run there. Not an easy play.
What's interesting is I looked up sort of out of the corner of my eye and saw Josh Isaacs flash in front of third. I thought Ford was running that whole time. I'm like, oh, my God, there's only 1 out.
So that's 2 outs in the inning. Dillon will come up. He singled to left his first at bat and drove in the only run of the game. So 2 outs, runner on second. Pitch. There's a called strike. Good fastball. Not as likely to steal third base now with 2 outs. So I think Josh could go big leg kick if he so needed to. Again, you don't want him to steal third, but your main job now is to get the hitter. Pitch, good breaking ball, swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was nasty. Good tight rotation. Started at the outer edge of the zone, ran away from him. No chance to hit that for Dillon.
So he's way ahead. No balls, 2 strikes.
Josh looking to strand that leadoff base hit now.
Fakes going, bounced over the mound. Buckle throws on the run to retire the side. So, as you said, he strands that leadoff hit. Middle of third, Transy 1, Mount St. Joe nothing on the MSJ Sports Network.
The heart of a lion means following your passion with an intensity unmatched by others.
And we're back for the bottom of the third. Lions trail at 1-0. We failed to mention Coach Kyle Kittle still not with the team, so Coach Jason Cameron's at third, Coach Jason Miller's at first. Will Record will lead it off for the Lions. Will comes in leading the team in hitting with a .352 average, 1 point above Ethan Mason, 5 doubles, a couple triples, 16 runs batted in. He is a perfect 12 for 12 on the bases. So Will's had an outstanding season.
Yeah, here in his junior year.
First pitch, there's a called strike. Again, Craig continuing to pound the zone. No balls, 1 strike. He was at 28 pitches after 2 innings. Pitch, that's tapped toward third as he got jammed. Throw to first. As Finn throws to Hedinger for out number 1. So
Continues to be a lot of soft contact for the Lions.
yes, it's, probably a combination of probably more Craig than us, but we're just not getting good swings.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is that arm angle. The ball's moving a little bit different direction than you typically expect.
A.J. Meyer steps in hitting .347. Been outstanding so far this year. 14 stolen bases. First year's really an everyday player. That's fouled off. And we talked a little bit earlier about A.J., how he's really, I think, exceeded expectations. 0-1. That rides outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I think if they'd have been happy with 250, 260 and playing a good center field, and the fact that he's 347 has just been an added bonus. 1-1 on the way. That rides outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, third baseman Finn way in, taking it away, which he has to do. If not, he will bunt for a hit. Yesterday he was able to slap one past him to get a base hit. So that's something he's going to have to work on in the offseason. 2-1, that's hit. Little bit loop into right center field. He'll get down for a base hit. So the Lions' first hit of the game is A.J. Meyer. Continues to swing the bat well.
And now that puts some pressure on the Transylvania defense, similar to the way that forward reaching twice has done to the Lions. A.J. can really run, so you got a lot of bunt options, hit and run options, straight steal options, a lot of different things you can do here with A.J. at first.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes with a slide step. I know yesterday Bowles kind of mixed it up a little bit with the big leg kick and the slide step. He'll throw to first, and for the life of me, Gonzalez, who pitched really well, had absolutely no move, and Lions just couldn't take advantage of it. I think I made the comment, the only game I've ever been in with 2 left-handers that did not have a move at all. Pitch. That swung on and blooped into right center field, and that's going to be caught. Kind of a circus catch by Schubert in right field. And now he throws his glove down. I don't know if he's hurt or just threw his glove down in disgust, but I guess he's okay. So that's 2 outs. That was kind of odd. So that'll bring up Jordan Harley. He grounded to short his first at bat. That was interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's mad at himself for taking a bad angle.
Yeah, maybe, but he caught the ball, so. Quick throw to first, Meyer back.
Real close there. Craig was really close to balking. Looked like his shoulders were rocking before he threw over to first. He came set, and then his shoulders kind of twinged a little bit. You can see it again.
Yeah, he's got quick feet. Stretch. Runner goes, pitches outside, throw to second is not nearly in time. So he does steal the base and gets in scoring position with 2 outs as the count is 2-0 on Jordan Harley. So again, you got to get down in scoring position with 2 outs. You got to take the chance. So Harley with a chance to tie this up with a base hit.
I like what I saw from Alcorn there is he was covering second. He noticed the throw was way high, and instead of trying to continue to cover second and let his backup take that, he tried to catch it. He went and caught the ball.
2-0 swung on and missed. Again, Jordan almost looked like he's trying to hit it through the 6 hole there. Third baseman Finn about even with the base, maybe a step in front. Big hole, it's short. That's fouled away again. If I didn't know any better, it looks like he's trying to hit now. We also know Jordan swing at times, but he looks upset with himself. I think he's trying to hit through that 6 hole.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to guide the ball through the 6 hole instead of just kind of swing it.
Yeah, all you got to do is just wait on the ball a little bit, and clearly he's waiting too long. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Meyer will be off on the swing. Again, any hit should score him here. Pitch, called strike 3. He doesn't like it, but that'll end the inning. The Lions strand a base runner. They do get their first hit through 3 complete. Transylvania 1, Mount St. Joe nothing on the MSJ Sports Network.
The heart of a lion means following your passion with an intensity unmatched by others.
We're back for the top of the fourth. So far, Transylvania 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. The Mount, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. As we go to the top of the 4th inning, leading off will be Chris Hedinger, the first baseman, who struck out swinging his first at bat. Transy run is unearned, even though there's no errors, just because of a pass ball that allowed the runner to get in scoring position and score on the base hit. But Josh Isaac so far looks sharp, trying to match Craig, who's been really good for Transylvania so far. Pitch, breaking ball, that's hung and lined into left center field. A base hit. Harley slides, will knock it down. Big turn at first by Hedinger, but they'll hold him to a single. So again, that pressure right off the bat, they got the leadoff guy on.
I actually like the idea from Harley there to kind of go down to his knees and slide in front of that. We've seen a lot of balls in the last couple weeks kind of chop around this outfield and get by people.
So that I bring up Petrie Monaco, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 so far. Flied out his first at bat. Throw to first. He's back easy. Again, I expect something pretty early in the count. Hit and run, bunt, something here. Again, they play very aggressive. Stretch. Pitch. Here's a good fastball for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Coach Getzy just nodding, so looks like maybe there is nothing on. Typically, unless it's predetermined, they usually go through signs. Stretch. Pitch, rides in, checked his swing. Looks like he held up, and didn't check at all. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Thought maybe the lines would ask for an appeal.
Yeah, I mean, I think he checked it too, Chuck, but it was worth appealing for sure.
Absolutely. You never know. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball tapped towards second. Buckle's going to have to make the play at first. He'll underhand to Martin to retire Peter Monaco, but Hedinger moves to second, so 1 out, runner on second, and he'll bring up Houston Manning, who struck out swinging his first at bat. Nice play by Buckle. He had to charge that hard. He just underhanded it to Martin.
Yeah, for Transylvania, it sort of worked as a bunt, Chuck.
Yeah, same result, just counts as an at bat versus a sacrifice.
They got a runner in scoring position of less than 2 outs, and once again, Josh has kind of got to knuckle down here.
He's got to be aware of that runner at second. Fastball called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Manning kind of smiling. Didn't really like that call. I mentioned this yesterday. Manning, he feels like he's been there about 6 years.
There's guys like that all over the country, all over the conference. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and now the COVID that made that happen with 5- and 6-year guys, but we've kind of through that. It's up and out, 1 ball, 1 strike. But if you're a 4-year player and you play, I mean, it does seem like it's forever. Because theoretically, most of the time we only see these teams twice during the 4 years because it's home and away. But with Transy, their away series was up here last year. So we've seen them 2 years in a row now.
And with spending the time in Kokomo makes it feel.
Absolutely. Ooh, curveball. Yeah, we saw him twice up there also. Curveball stays away. 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's interesting you said that. I actually said something to Brian Lane, the basketball coach at Transylvania this year after the game when they beat us at the Mount. Asked him, man, how long's Hunter Barr going to stay? He's only a junior.
Yeah, that's crazy. Swung on and missed. Good fastball. Ran in on him.
Yeah, really good inside challenge fastball there from Josh to even the count 2-2.
Yeah, speaking of men's basketball, Coach Kerrigan's got basically his whole team coming back, minus Matt Menninger and a couple good recruits. So we're expecting Coach Kerrigan to contend again next year. 2-2, that's fouled away. Coach Elston, women's basketball, does lose a couple of their senior guards that put up a lot of points, but understand she's got a good freshman class. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Before you know it, it'll be football season. Fastball, kind of pulled that a little bit. Count runs full.
It looked like his landing foot might have slipped just a touch, Chuck.
So we have a payoff pitch here to Manning as Hedinger gets his lead off second. Payoff, that's fouled away. Count remains full. We'll do it all over again. Hediger is 9 for 9 on the season, so make sure he's not lulling us to sleep out there. Trying to get that jump. Full curveball backed up on him, and so that's a 1-out walk, so there's runners on first and second. And that'll bring up Max Finn, who doubled along the right field line, his first at bat.
Yeah, kind of an end cap punch over the head of a leaping Brandon Martin that stopped before it got to Will Record, allowing him to get that double. So it wasn't hammered,
Yeah,
but it was on the right spot.
Yep. So Josh in a little bit of trouble here. Looking for that ground ball. Clough deep at third, Martin deep at first. Infield double play depth. Curveball, called strike one, no balls, one strike as Finn shakes his head. Yep, that was a good pitch. No balls, one strike, Alcorn on deck, and then the top of the lineup. Lions trail 1-0 here as we play the top of the fourth. Just a single game today. Wrap up of the 3-game series. That's hammered to center, left center field. Meyer got a late jump, but he goes over to make the catch in center field. They got a shot at throwing him out at third. Nope, he's going to slide in safely. So he went back to tag a little late, and he was able to get over to third base, but the Lions, more importantly, get the second out of the inning. A
really, really good catch from A.J. Like you said, didn't get a great jump on it. I thought it was going to get down in that left center field gap. That ball was hit really well. A.J. runs it down.
Yeah, good play out there, and runners on first and third. So right now, really no speed on first, so we'll see what they do with first and third here, if they just play it through or try to do any trickery here as Alcorn steps in. That pitch is outside, ball one. Alcorn's 0 for 1 so far. Left-handed hitter. Actually, the Lions playing behind. Swung on and missed Manning, which is the right thing to do. Trying to cover more ground there because Manning, again, not a threat to steal. If he does go, it'll be some type of delay to try to get the run home from third. Pitch. That's down and in. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And not a guy you want to put on base here is Caden Ford, standing in the on-deck circles, 424 on the year and 1 for 1 in this ball game.
He had that bases loaded clearing triple yesterday. Manning a little bit bigger. That's fouled at the plate. Now with 2 outs and 2 strikes, I think Coach Getze is going to do something over there at first. He's looking over there pretty hard, giving some signs. So, yeah, I expect something here. He's talking to the base runner, Hedinger at third. So, Lions have to be heads up here. Shakes off a pitch, stretch. Big leg, there goes a delay. That's hit off the end of the bat. That's going to be tough. Meyer.
Oh, my God.
Great catch.
Oh, my God, A.J. Meyer.
What a tremendous catch in center field to rob Alcorn. That's one of the best catches I've ever seen at this level.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I didn't think he had a chance at that off the bat, Chuck.
That's called speed, and he did get a good jump on it. So, boy, we hold Transylvania off, and there was a delayed steal there. Middle of the fourth, Transy 1, Mount St. Joe nothing on the MSJ Sports Network.
It starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You ask the right question, and suddenly you're in the room, hands-on, with people who do this for real. Your professors have your back, your ideas matter. This isn't just class credit, this is career fuel. This is how you level up. This is how you rise to new heights.
And we're back for the bottom of the fourth. An outstanding catch by A.J. Meyer in center field to rob Alcorn of a base hit. Again, one of the best catches I've ever seen at this level. Maybe we can try to get that on Sports Center tonight. That's a heck of a catch. So Ethan Mason will lead it off for the Lions. First pitch, fastball rides inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Ethan's first at bat was hit by the pitch. Pitch. Ooh, that was outside. First pitch he's called out there. It was actually a ball. He called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. That swung on and lifted foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, a call, it just changes the whole at bat. Instead of 2-0, being able to pick your pitch, now you're 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and Ethan was kind of fighting on that last one, kind of in protect mode.
1-2 on the way. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice pitch there by Craig. Boy, he's moving it around nice, though. He's really doing an outstanding job so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander kicks and fires. Breaking ball that's drilled foul past Coach Cam at third, and he didn't flinch.
Statue.
He did not flinch. I think the dugout's getting on him a little bit here, but hands in the back pocket. He did not flinch.
It's a little chilly out there. That's why the hands are in the back pocket.
A little chilly. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Oh, hit him in the helmet. So he'll get first base. And again, there's no intent there. That's the second time he's been hit. Maybe he's just a magnet. So that'll bring up Andrew Clemens. He lined hard to Dylan in left center field his last at bat. Again, you don't want to see anybody get hit in the helmet or hit in the head. Okay, so Greg Spencer is going to walk over and talk to Coach Kammer at third here. I guess something came out of the dugout probably about being on purpose or something. And yesterday Transylvania was complaining we were hitting their guys on purpose. And again, in a 1-0 game with 2 strikes, you're not going to hit somebody on purpose. People have to start understanding the game a little bit here.
But as you said, it's probably more of an offshoot of what happened yesterday other than guys in our dugout actually thinking it was on purpose.
That ball's inside. 1 ball, no strikes. And if you're out there, if anybody ever hits a guy with a curveball, it clearly wouldn't be on purpose.
Never put the tying run on purpose.
Yeah, there's
a lot of different ways to look at it.
Called strike. Because if you want to hit somebody, you're going to throw a fastball. You're not going to throw a rolling curve up there 60 mile an hour.
It's usually in the ribs, too, not the head.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And it really just doesn't happen that much in baseball anymore. Like, it was a real thing in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but that's hit good.
Get down, get down, get down. That's down for a base hit. So Andrews hit the ball hard twice so far. He's 1 for 2. We'll see if Jackson can get a bunt down here. I would assume the bunt would be on with Brennan on deck. Let's see what we do here with nobody out, trailing 1-0 in the fourth.
Coach Cam rolling through the signs there.
I like the way umpire Greg Spencer tried to nip that in the bud right away.
And that's one of the things that tends to happen sometimes. We talk about it a lot in basketball especially. If you end up giving out a double technical, it's not usually the team's fault. It's because you lost control of the game.
There's the bunt, and again, they fail to get it down. Fouled off.
And Jackson typically actually is a pretty good bunter, but it's something that you just got to get it down.
Hettinger charging hard at first and Finn reading it at third. You want to push it towards third to make him field it. I would think it'll still be on, but we'll see what they do. Again, the lack of getting bunts down this year killed the Lions. Mason with his leadoff first. Charging hard. Nice bunt.
Really
That's
good bunt.
what you want to do there. Oh, and he bobbles it a little bit. He throws it high, but he was able to complete the sacrifice. So that'll go 5-4 Finn to Shiratori, and the runners do get moved up. So the Lions do execute the sacrifice bunt.
That was not an easy pitch to bunt either, Chuck. It ran kind of in on the hands of Jackson, so he had to kind of get out of the way of it to get it down. It's a good bunt.
So Brennan will come up. Now, Brennan's been struggling, but you wonder with a base open if they'll pitch around him or what they'll do here. So.
You might see a good old-fashioned pitch around where you throw it away from him. If he wants to get himself out, And they challenge him with a fastball in the middle of the plate.
Yeah, it was down, though. And Brennan, again, shakes his head yes, like it's a good call. So got a couple of ducks out there on the pond and trying to get the lead here with a base hit. Clements with his lead on second again. Shortstop Alcorn playing almost up the middle. That's fouled back. So quickly, no balls, 2 strikes.
And another challenge pitch inside.
Yeah. So now I want to try to change the approach here a little bit. I'm looking at probably a change up away here. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Setting up outside. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, there it is, and he fouled it off. Good job by Brennan just to hang in there.
It's a good 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, let's see whether they decide to go back in hard or go away. It looks like they're going to go away again. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. That's, wow. Curved around.
Yeah, I think it came around it a little bit. Might have been a little down too, Chuck.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
But it's a pitch that Brennan, in his mind, knows he probably can't do a whole lot with. And
if I'm in the Transy dugout, I'm wanting that pitch.
They definitely have said that a couple times already.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes in and fouls it off.
Twice.
So, again, I really like – now we got – he
needs baseballs.
I thought it was like, here we got another comment. Brennan taking a deep breath here as the count's 1 and 2. I'm telling you, I'm impressed by Craig. He knows how to pitch. He's moving the ball in and out, mixing his pitches up, hitting spots. They might have found their number 3 guy. It's early. It's only the 4th, but he's looked sharp so far. Ball and 2 strikes. Brennan looking to hit a mistake here. Long pause, and he came in and hit it hard to left center. That's got a chance to get in the gap. What a nice run and catch, Clements. You better get back. That's good base running, though. With 1 out, you want to make sure
you can score if it gets down.
It's a long sacrifice fly, but Brennan does the job, and we tie the game up.
It's a good swing from Brennan, especially being down 0-2 to find a way to get a productive out. And that's something that at times has really eluded the Lions as well.
Tell you, boy, that's a nice run and catch by Dillon out left center field.
That was smoked.
He went. I thought that really was going to be in the gap when it was hit, and it was in the gap. He just ran it down. So Zach Close steps in with a chance to get a base hit. That's another one that's outside.
Yeah,
that's 2 this inning. So we're changing the strike zone a little bit here as we play the 4th.
Greg's been very good through the first 3, and that outside corner is starting to expand a little bit here as we get into the 4th.
Yeah, Clo grounded out his first at bat. That's, again, now he's...
That's even further out.
Yeah, and Zach's just frustrated. We've all of a sudden changed the strike zone in the 4th inning. That's not good umpiring. He was so good the first 3, and now you're going to just decide in the 4th inning you're going to make the zone 4 or 5 inches bigger. 0-2 on the way. That's hit into right field, a base hit. They're going to wave Clements around there. They're going to hold him up.
It's the right call.
Get back. It is. Yeah, with 2 outs, you want to try to bring him, but he would have been out. He could not score on that. So Will Record will step in, but that's a 2-out hit for Mr. Clo, and Will Record will step in. He grounded third his first at bat.
Coach Cam did a good job of getting down the line there, Chuck. He had a good eye on the throw. Schubert's got a good arm in right, and he was bringing Clements the whole way, but as soon as Schubert came up cleanly with it and was throwing to the plate, he held him.
That's you said the key thing there, because it's rough out there. It could take a bad bounce. There's a called strike, but unfortunately for the Lions, he was able to come up with it clean, and he had to hold him. But you're right, he waited as long as he possibly could to make that decision, and it clearly was the right one.
And now the Lions are the ones with 2 outs here that have an opportunity to do something a little creative with maybe Clo at first.
Pitch, called strike 2. Boy, that's right in there. Those are good pitches. So Will down quickly, no balls, 2 strikes.
I'm just a little more surprised the Lions haven't turned Clo loose here to try to do something.
Well, 2 strikes, 2 outs. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen now.
Yeah, but if he throws a strike, you're out anyway.
He's going. That's outside. And they're just like yesterday. They actually gave it to him yesterday on 1st and 3rd like that. So Clo gets the stolen base. So a hit could potentially bring in 2 here. 1-2 on the way. That swung on and fouled away. Just able to reach out and slap it foul.
I want to go back to close at bat for a second, Chuck. Down 0-2 on a couple of questionable calls. It was really nice to see him just use the other side of the field on a breaking ball away from him. Just guide it through there. You don't have to hit it hard every time.
1-2 on the way. Again, not as far outside, but definitely off the plate. But the Lions tie it up. It's 1-1 after 4 on the MSJ Sport.
It starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You ask the right question, and suddenly, you're in the room, hands-on, with people who do this for real. Your professors have your back, your ideas matter. This isn't just class credit, this is career fuel. This is how you level up. This is how you rise to new heights.
All right, we're back for the top of the 5th. The Lions have tied it up at 1. Josh Isaacs will face the type of the lineup: Caden Ford, Shiratoe, and Schubert.
Yeah, they'll play Caden Ford to really pull here.
This is the first really big shift they've seen here, and he tries to bunt, and it goes foul.
I like the idea.
Yeah, it's a smart play there. But, yeah, this is about as big a shift as I've seen on a player this year out of the Lions. Ethan Mason way over on the other side of second, and clearly Austin Buckle in the hole and Brendan Martin deep. So we'll see how. But interestingly enough, the outfield straight away.
And actually, AJ's almost in left center a little bit, a step or two.
No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, that's out. An out, 1 ball, 1 strike. But Ford has been a thorn in our side so far.
He's hitting 420 coming in here.
He's
been a thorn in a lot of people's.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, curveball stays out. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one on the way. That's hit drilled into right center. We got nobody there. That's extra bases, and he's gonna stroll into second with a leadoff double. Again, good speed. I like the shift. I was a little surprised they didn't have Meyer over more in right center.
Yeah, and I'm not sure it would have mattered. That was really well struck right into center field. Seems like Ford just squares everything, Chuck.
He's a good player. So to bring up Shiratori, he flied to right and grounded to third. I would probably expect to see him try to sacrifice the runner over here. Let's see what they do. But Ford's always a threat to steal, too. We just can't keep the leadoff hitter off the bases.
Yeah, the fact that they've only got 1 run here in the 5th is pretty amazing. Is they've had the leadoff hitter on in 3 or 4, I think.
So we'll see if he shows bunt here. Stretch. He does show bunt. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
He said the base umpire called timeout. I thought he yelled 1 out. Like, what are we calling him out for? What did he do?
What's like the one softball game when I can't remember who was up, but they called her. We're watching the video later, and they called her out for not reporting in. We're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. It's like me and Patrick.
It ended up being a batting out of order because they were. Coach Goddard was reported it in the wrong way, taking a hit away from our friend over there.
2 balls, no strikes.
I'm not going to dime anybody out. But it was not great.
Yeah, we thought the scoring was wrong. We said, wait a minute, she got a base
I
hit.
was scoring. You knew it wasn't wrong.
2 balls, no strikes. Shows bunt again, up and in. Boy, Josh, you got to throw a strike here, buddy.
Yeah, he's trying to give you an out.
Yeah, 3 balls, no strike. Again, people are hooting and hollering. He's not trying to hit him here. It's a 1-1 game. Come on, people.
Worst case scenario, you got an out and a runner at third here.
Yeah, you want to, you know.
You don't want to be first and second, nobody out.
You don't want no big inning here. Now, 4-pitch walk. So the Lions are asking for trouble here. First and second, no outs. Schubert will step in. He's popped to Isaacs and then popped to Buckle. And Coach Doris will come to the mound. We'll step away for a minute on the MSJ. All right, so the mound visit is completed, and we'll see what Transy does here. I expect them to bunt the baseball, so.
Here you got Schubert up, the 3-hole hitter, but, you know.
They got, I think, 4 or 5 guys that can be 3-hole hitters.
Correct.
So let's see what they do here. They do show bunt, and there's a called strike on a breaking ball. No balls, 1 strike.
It's a good pitch from Josh there, 0-1. Schubert pulled back thinking it was going to run away from him.
Yeah, we got to make sure we get it out. But Austin Buckles better make sure he can get to first base. And now he's starting to cheat a little bit over there. That Ethan's responsibility there. Close got to read this. Shows bunt. That's bases loaded, no outs. We did it again. Again, Zach's inexperienced at third base. A great bunt, but you got to know that you got to come get that right away. But a great bunt. So it's, as I said, the Lions are in big, big trouble here.
We've talked about it a bunch, and the fact that it's.
What's my famous sentence? Nobody can defend the bunt.
The umpires made a hand signal that kind of threw me off. They went this way. I thought they were calling an out somewhere. They both did it.
So, again, bases loaded, no outs, but the Lions got to be in damage control here. You know, they can score 1, even 2. You just can't let them get 3, 4, or 5. You got to somehow limit this damage. As Dylan singled to left and grounded to second. That swung on, popped up a mile high. Foul territory, Clough chasing, and it's going to go out of play. He tried to climb the fence over there, but not able to come up with it as the ball went out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Pretty good swing there by Dylan. He just got under it and fouled it away.
Yeah, he was trying to make it a 5-1 ball game.
Yeah, just, again, just tough sledding. You walk a guy when he's trying to bunt, and then they do bunt, and you can't field it. Again, it just, those little things have really haunted the Lions this year. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That's outside, 1-1. Well, yesterday Jackson Bucks came in with the bases loaded, no outs, and was able to strike the side out, so maybe we can get a little bit of that. Only lasted a couple innings yesterday and probably feels like he could give the Lions an inning or 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Josh needs a K bad here. Breaking ball stays out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So he's really got to make a big, good pitch here. Got to get an out here. Again, long way to go. I think the Lions will score more than 1 run, but you got to keep those crooked numbers off the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled away.
It's a good pitch there.
Yep.
Good foul off.
Yep. Good fastball away at the knees, and he was able to just foul it off.
And it's also, you know, you talk about Lions struggling to have those plays that you got to make, but you even think about the little pop-up that he hit on the first pitch. If that stays in play, it's a completely different inning. I thought off the bat Clough was going to have a shot at it, and that would have changed the inning dramatically.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Middle infield at double play depth. Outfield deep and straight away. Good fastball popped into shallow right center.
If Record catches this, they got to have a shot.
Record makes the catch. Runner tags, throw, go to third, Brennan. And he's in safely. Almost slid off the base with the turf, but that'll be a sacrifice fly, RBI, and the runner on second moves up to third. So they take a 2-1 lead. That'll bring up Hedinger, the first baseman. He struck out swinging and singled to left. So good throw by Record, hit the cutoff man, just couldn't quite get it to third quick enough. So the Lions one pitch away here. If he can get a ground ball, maybe turning it and getting out of here. But I expect a little bit of action on first base where this runner's going to be. They're not going to stand here and let him hit into a double play. They're going to be moving here. Stretch. Rides in a fastball, check to swing. 1 ball, no strikes. I'll be stunned if Schubert isn't off at some point here.
Not much of a lead to speak of right now.
It's a little better. Yeah, pretty good lead now. Does not go. Breaking ball in the dirt. That's going to be a wild pitch to allow him to go to second base. So no double play now. Again, no panic mode. If they get another run, that's fine. Just you got to stop these big innings.
Yeah, most important thing right now is outs.
Yep. I mean, again, they get a ground ball, they get a fly, they get an out, they get a run. But they just can't hit us with those big 4 and 5 run innings. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a base open now, but it's second, third. The infield's going to come in. I'm not real thrilled about this one. That's outside ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. So it looks like he's pitching around him now with the base open. We'll see if he has the green light. I'm guessing he does have the green light. 3 balls, no strikes. So Josh tried to hit a spot here. On deck's the catcher, Peter Monaco. 3-0 on the way. Does have the green light, hits it hard, foul. Past the base runner to third, Shiratori had to kind of do a jump rope there to get out of it. So he turned on that really well. 3 balls, 1 strike. He was sitting dead red, and he pulled it hard. It's clearing up a little bit now. Not quite as cloudy as it was before. 3 balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball line right at Mason. So that's a big second out right there for out number 2.
Good base running
Yep.
by Schubert at second and Shiratori at third to not get too far off. A lot of times you see those turn into double plays.
Amen. A lot. So that'll bring up Pietromonaco's flied out the left, grounded to second.
All right, so now you got a chance to hold it to 1 here.
Yeah, yep. Swung on a miss, good fastball. This is one of these, 2 outs where you know we don't get to hit, they do. So this is big right here. Wind picking up a little bit. Good fastball, fouled away quickly, 0-2. You know, Blake was talking about the Chuck Murray win report during football season. That's probably the first thing I talk about. And it seems like in football games, it's blowing hard one way or the other. Where in baseball, sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. And I always tease Coach Hopperton about taking the win in the 4th quarter. And sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Pitch. It's outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
They're struggling with the command a little bit in this one. Josh now ahead 0-2, or now 1-2, but got a couple pitches to play with and get Pietro Monaco out.
You're close.
I'm trying. It's my first day with this roster, so usually by day 2 I have an idea.
1-2 on the way. Way outside. He pulled that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good job by Gutzweiler to keep that one in front. Those are the type that sometimes go to the backstop. And with a runner at third and 2 outs, you definitely don't want that.
I think Josh realizes the importance of this hitter.
Yeah, and this is with Nolan cranking it up. He's probably done after this. He's given the team 4 2/3 at this point if he finishes it off 5, and I think the Lions will take that.
Pitch, good fastball, fouled. Clo chasing. Is it going to stay? The park will not hold it as it goes out of play.
Nolan Miller made a really nice play in the bullpen over there, Chuck. Come down off the mound to make that catch. Maybe get him some run in the outfield.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The deuces are wild now. Transylvania with 2 runs on the board so far in the game. But a big pitch coming here from Isaacs as the Lions try to hold this to just a 1-run deficit. Stretch. Breaking ball. That hung, but he fouled it straight back. Isaacs, this is a good battle going on here.
Pietromonaco got just a piece of that. It was a cement mixer for sure, but he didn't get much of it. He almost swung through it. Another spot where similar to that one I talked about before, you go with that cement mixer. I would love to see that fastball in under the hands.
See if he can make that pitch. Stretch.
Setting up away.
Here it comes. That's fouled at the plate. Might have caught. Now I thought maybe it got guts a little bit. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. He started this batter with 81 pitches, so he's up around 86, 87, which is still fine, but boy, the way he started off, he was under 45 the first 3 innings. These last 2 innings have been fairly taxing, especially this inning.
And the stressful pitches at this point, every pitch, the kind of game hanging in the balance. Josh is going to run to the end of his rope pretty quick.
2-2, outside full count. Manning on deck. So we'll see. I'm sure Miller's ready at this point. We'll see what they do if he loses him. You can see why Transylvania's one of the top teams in the league.
Yeah, everything's a fight. Every pitch is a fight. Every at-bat's a fight.
Payoff. That swung on foul right back towards us.
That's that fastball I wanted, and it worked, but
Pietromonaco
got just enough of it. Now if you could throw that breaking ball, start on the edge of the zone, maybe run it a touch off, I think you get him to swing over top of it.
Yeah, my guess is they'll go with that right now. So a couple shakes. Usually that's a fastball. Let's see what they do here. 3 shakes. He's got what he wants. Here it comes. Fastball rides in. And then there's another fastball. Big turn at third. So, and now I think Josh just waved for Coach Doros to come out of the dugout, I think. So he must be done. So that'll score on a pass ball, walk, and Coach Doros is going to go to the mound. He'll wave in Nolan Miller. We'll be back with Nolan Miller on the mound here in a minute on the MSJ Sports Network. The new line pitcher's Nolan Miller. Nolan started yesterday, only lasted a couple innings, so they're going to use him in relief for For the year, he's 3-3 with a 3.74 ERA. It's his first appearance of the year out of the bullpen. 55 1/3, 49 hits, 23 earned runs, 23 walks, 57 strikeouts. So he's got to stop the bleeding right now, Blake, because at 3-1, the way Craig is pitching, again, I think we're going to score, but the more they add on, the tougher it becomes.
For sure, Nolan's out there to stop this thing right now. I think he threw around 40 pitches yesterday. So he's probably got 40 to 50 in the tank for today would be my guess. Obviously, it's the first time all year he's pitched on no rest.
Right.
So we'll see how that works out. But if you're going to throw a guy out there in a big spot, this is your guy you'd really like to have on the mound. He's been the Lions' best arm all year. Outside of yesterday.
Right. Stretch. There he goes. Strike's called. Fake the third. They got a shot at him at 30.
Out.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Throw it home. Now get him in a rundown, and they got him. All right. So the fake, the second base on the steal,
fake.
that worked. So without really retiring a batter, we're able to get out of it. Transy scores 2. Middle of the 5th. Lions trail 3-1 on the MSJ Sports Network. So no. And we're back for the bottom of the 5th. You can close the book on Josh Isaacs. 4 2/3, 91 pitches, 6 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. So
all in all, really solid day.
He kept him in the game. That's all you can ask. So A.J. Meyer will lead it off. A.J. is singled to right center and stole a base. He shows bunt, and bunts through it for strike 1. So we got to figure out a way to solve Craig here. He's been really good so far. The Lions just have 3 hits, 1 run. He's hasn't walked the batter, struck out 3. Excuse me, that's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, that's swung on and grounded. Knocked down by the third baseman. Meyer flies, and they got him.
Really good play.
Boy, that's a bang play. Finn threw him out. And I called that before the umpire, but I thought he barely got him.
Yeah, I think it's the right call for sure. I didn't think he was going to have a shot at him after it bounced off his glove.
But again, you got to love that because he had to play in. He was just barely able to get his glove on it, and he made an outstanding play. And he had to fire a bullet over there to get him. So that's 1 out. That'll bring up Austin Buckle. Buckle's grounded to short and fly to right. Curveball. Caught the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike.
That's a pitch I really think Austin Buckle, when he's going well, that's a pitch he handles and
Drives
punches to the right side.
Yeah, that's looped into left center field. That's a base hit. So the Lions with a 1-out base runner. That'll bring up Jordan Harley. Jordan's grounded to short and struck out looking on a borderline pitch he thought was not a strike, but us up here thought it was. So let's see what the Lions do here. They put Buckle on his own, down 2. but you just don't want to go to sleep and try to get 5 hits in a row. You still got to be aggressive.
Good lead.
Big lead at first. Maybe even 2. There he goes, first pitch, swung on and missed, throw to second. He should be safe, and he's safe.
Really good throw.
Yeah, Buckle with a stolen base.
It's a strike swinging.
Yeah, it looked like he was swinging just to try to keep the catcher back, is what he was trying to do. At least that's what we used to tell him, like, hey, if it's a strike, swing and keep the catcher back, and that might have made a difference there. So runner in scoring position for the Lions. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, good pitch on the inside corner, 0-2. Jordan he couldn't pull the trigger there. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking for a Jordan Harley special here.
Yeah, with Alcorn way up the middle, it opens it up for Jordan.
There's the pick, and he's back easy there. Little surprised when Buckle had that really big lead, they did not throw to first there. Really big lead. And he was able to steal second really based on that big lead and able to get himself in scoring position. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Be careful out there. He's jumping around. You're down 2. Pitch that's way late, fouls it into the parking lot above the MSJ dugout. So I know Austin's trying to rattle him out there a little bit, get him confused, but boy, don't be jumping around and getting yourself picked off down 2 runs. 0-2. Back on the inside move. Again, back easy.
If they'd had that inside move on a pitch ago, they probably get him.
Maybe, yep. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, that rides way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tries to throw that 2-seamer that rides away. It's a good pitch, a little bit too far out. Jordan's not going to chase that.
See, I wish he would start that under the hands and let it run to the inside corner.
0-2. Buckle running around out. Now he's running back, and he steps off. He's clearly got Craig's attention, and that could be a benefit for Harley. But on the other hand, we just can't afford to get picked off, so it's kind of a catch-22. Pitch, that's low and away, 2-2. So Jordan had an at-bat yesterday. It was 0-2 and drew a walk twice. So count from 0-2 to 2-2 here with 1 out as we play the bottom of the 5th. Lions trail 3-1. Pitch. That's bloop to left. Foul down the left field line. He was flirting with that left field line a little bit, but left fielder forward over in that area, so count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And boy, the weather has changed since the beginning of this game. It was kind of dark and cloudy. Now it's some sun's popping out, turning into a nice day to play. 2-2 on the way. Going to turn and throw to second. He throws it away, and Buckle's going to be able to take third base. So again, all that work did pay off out there, and really he was only off a step or 2. He should have just held on to the ball, but that'll be a throwing error and a failed pickoff by Craig. So now there's a runner on third, so Buckle 90 foot away now.
And now Jordan just moved the baseball.
Yeah, any ground ball here, unless it's to the pitcher or third baseman, should get the run in. 2-2, that's fouled away. Jordan hanging in there. Harley, this is literally a home game from him. His high school's less than a mile from here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, that rides outside. So again, he's worked the count full. He's had some really good at-bats the last few days when he gets behind in the count. Jordan, the tying run at the plate here, as we'll have a payoff pitch. Here it comes. That's low ball 4. Another great at bat by Jordan Harley. Boy, that's really a fantastic at bat. He was down 0-2. He's now the tying run. We'll see if he can take off because, they have been throwing through as Coach Getsy's going to take a trip to the mound. We'll step away for a minute on the MSJ Sports Network.
You don't climb to new heights alone. You find your people. You find your place. You show up. Speak up. Hello. Cheer. Loud. You find what lights you up. And somewhere along the way, you realize this isn't just a school. It's a new beginning. This is community. This is momentum. This is the Mount.
All right, I hope you folks out there enjoying the little bit of ads. We have a little bit of time in between innings and conferences. So Ethan Mason steps to the plate, first and third, one out here. Harley, I would think, have a chance to steal because they have not been throwing through at all. Let's see if they change that up.
Buck 1/3.
That's a breaking ball that stays outside.
A little surprised he wasn't going first pitch there, Chuck.
Yeah, I really am too. So we'll see what they do here. If they throw through and there's just a single cut, Buckle's got to go. Stretch. Does not go, and that's line into left center field. And that's, couldn't make the catch. One run will score. They're going to wave Harley, and this should tie the ball game up on a double to left center field by Ethan Mason.
Yeah, big swing there, Chuck. Good effort by Ford and left. I thought he was going to catch it. Got to it.
Went a long way, got his glove on it, just not able to come up with it. So that ties the game up. Girls are talking about Wasp being in here. They're in here all the time.
Well, now you go from you just tied it up to let's add on right now, Chuck.
Yep, so Clements with a chance to give us the lead here with a base hit. That's called strike at the knees. No balls, one strike.
Clem's got a base hit in this ball game, but he also hit the other one he saw real hard.
He's hit the ball hard twice. Good pitch right there.
There's that two-seamer I wanted to see start at the hip and runs back to the inside corner. That's a nasty pitch.
On deck is Jackson Gutzweiler. Come on, Andrew. No balls, two strikes. Pitch. That's inside. Another really good pitch, boy. Andrew just had to take it and hope like heck it didn't run across the inside corner.
Yeah, there's not much he can do with that.
Looks like there's a right-hander starting to toss a little bit because, again, typically Craig is a relief pitcher. He's done a really nice job, though.
Yeah, I think similar to Isaacs, if you ask Coach Getsy if he gets 5 out of Craig, he'd be pretty happy.
Yeah, swung on and missed. Swung at the ball and out of the zone for out number 2. Going to bring up Gutzweiler. He grounded the second, had a really good sacrifice bunt his last at bat.
Yeah, and we've talked about this a bunch. Jackson, obviously a senior, getting towards the end of his career here. He's had a lot of big clutch hits for this team over his career. Good time for another one right here.
Mason with his lead off second. Pitch, that's hit up the middle, but the shortstop boots it, throws to first, and plenty of time, though, as Alcorn was able to recover after initially knocking it down, and Jackson Gutzweiler still that hand still bothering. But the Lions tie it up. We're through 5 complete. We're all tied at 3 on the MSJ Sports Network.
Are you ready?
To climb higher.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we think you are. With new state-of-the-art facilities, expert coaches and mentors, our top-ranked teams will provide the perfect challenge to test your skills.
But it's not just about winning.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
That's what we're all about.
Here at the Mount.
All right, we're back for the top of the 6th. Nolan Miller now is the pitcher of record as he came in relief of Josh Isaacs, and they were able to actually catch the runner off third to end last inning. Manning will be back at the plate. So we'll see how long Nolan will be able to go. Lions have battled back to tie it at 3 as we start the top of the 6th inning. As I mentioned, Houston Manning will lead it off. He struck out swinging and walked.
Lions battling here in this one, Chuck. It's nice to see, and hopefully if you get good Nolan Miller today, you should like your chances to throw up a couple zeros.
First pitch, good fastball swung on and missed, strike 1. Yeah, I was just talking while, they thinking maybe a couple innings out of him would be my guess. If he can get him to the 8th, that would probably be pretty good. 2 more innings. We'll see what they do with the pitch count
I think
here.
maybe 40 or 50 at maximum.
Good breaking ball drops in there. No balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Max Finn. Now they're going to go A.J. Meyer over into right center field with 2 strikes.
Yeah, with Nolan's velocity, that makes a lot of sense.
That's way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So I just want to say I admire Jackson Gutzweiler for playing hurt. He's down to a few games. He's busting his butt, but he's not 100%.
That is correct.
He's really working hard, and I admire him.
Anybody that catches as much as these guys do at this level is not 100% right now.
1-2. Good fastball, just a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manning's a tall guy, just under the knees.
He's listed about 6'3", 6'4".
2-2. Breaking ball hit pretty good to left. Harley back a couple steps. Now, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, he tried to turn and come back. Almost had his feet come out from underneath him,
It's
Chuck.
not necessarily always pretty, but he's able to come up with the catch. So that'll bring up Max Finn. He's doubled down the right field line and flied to center.
Yeah, he's the one that flied into left center when A.J. made that really good running catch. It was hit good. And then the next catch A.J. made was unbelievable.
Yeah, he's really played well in center field this year for him. Miller, first pitches, a ball down low. Well, we got a minute. A couple softball girls in here. They play Tuesday at Berea, doubleheader. Then they finish the year at Franklin next Saturday, doubleheader, which could be really meaningful games for the regular season champion. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. Then they'll be heading to Kokomo for the tournament. Either way, breaking ball drops in there for a strike. And then, as I mentioned, the men play Tuesday night here against Wilmington at 6 o'clock, at Wilmington on Wednesday at 4, and then finish up the year against Earlham, doubleheader next Saturday here at 1 o'clock. Pitch that tapped towards the mat. Oh, I think Nolan could have played that, but Chloe's going to throw him out anyway.
Really good play, Zach.
Yeah, really nice play. I thought that Nolan could have fielded that, but Chloe was able to come in and throw him out. Nice play by Mr. Chloe there.
It's a tough one because with Nolan going away from first base, it would have made an extremely difficult throw, but it would have cut down the time. So it's kind of an in-betweener. Lions lucky to get it out there, really.
And Chloe might have said, hey, me. So we're too far away to know that. So that'll bring up Alcorn, fly to center, his last at bat. Pitch, that's down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, we keep saying next Saturday's it for them. Mathematically, there's still a chance they could finish 6th, but it's a real long shot at this point.
Well, I like Brent Alcorn as freshman shortstop. Really good player.
Good breaking ball, yeah.
Coach, Georgetown, Kentucky, Great Crossing High School. They got a couple freshmen, top and bottom of this order, that got a chance to be really good players.
Yeah, they do. They do a good job recruiting. They get some players. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, fastball. That's right at the knees, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Alcorn didn't necessarily agree, but from where we're sitting, that looked like it caught the hollows of the knees.
Yeah, and he's not a real tall guy, so not like Manning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch, breaking ball. Bounces, try to get him to chase. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Not quite the fireworks we had yesterday, but still in a close game. Teams are into it. And pitch. Tried to backdoor the breaking ball. It stayed away. The count runs full.
And not a guy you want to walk.
No.
With Caden Ford on deck, who's squaring everything he sees up right now.
Full count. Payoff on the way. Struck him out swinging on a fastball that ran away from him. 3 up, 3 down, middle of the 6th. We're tied 3-all on the MSJ Sports Network.
They don't see the 6 a.m. alarms, the bruises, the doubt. They see the wins, the highlights. They don't see what it took to get here. I've missed, fallen, started over and over. But every time, I showed up again, not just for me, for my team, my school, my future. This isn't just a game. It's how I rise to new heights.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the 6th in a tie ball game. Transylvania has 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error. The Lions 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Brennan Martin will lead it off for the Lions. Craig, the starter, still on the bump. Pitch, that's down low, ball 1. Brennan struck out first time, but he hit a long sacrifice fly. His last at bat, hit it well. Pitch, that's hit off the end of the bat. Come on, drop. And what an outstanding catch by the shortstop, Alcorn. A very athletic play, dives and really robs Brennan of potential extra bases. They just make plays.
Just a really solid baseball team, Chuck.
Yeah, that's a really good play right there.
I mean, Shiratori played short last year for him most of the time, and he's at second base now. That's how good Alcorn is at shortstop as playing as a freshman.
So that'll bring up Zach Clough. Close, grounded out to first, and then singled and stole a base. 1 for 2. Made a nice play last inning at third. Pitch, that's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, that outside corner's expanded since about inning 3. Pitch, that's a good pitch right there, but they call it low. So 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm going to stop umpiring back here because I keep missing pitches, or at least according to umpire Greg Spencer. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch, that's hit into left center. That should get down for a base hit, and it does. So Zach Clough with his second hit of the game.
Good piece of hitting there by Zach. Just kind of got inside that ball and drove it into left field. Didn't hit it a ton, but hit it enough.
Will Record will step in. Will's 0 for 2, grounded to third and struck out looking. So not a ton of speed on first here. See what the Lions have. They attempt to do anything here. Pitch. He's clearly not going to sacrifice here. That was going to be a quick bunt.
Yeah, Finn was a step or 2 behind the bag to start that.
I like it, though. Maybe you draw him in and you can hit it past him. Now, right now, he's not going for it.
A good bunt here, and he's going to beat it out.
Pitch. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Long pause. Pitch. That's hit. Fisted up the middle for a base hit. So the Lions have first and second, one out. Throw behind. Got to be careful there. So that's Will's first hit of the game. That'll bring up A.J. Meyer. He singled to right center and grounded to third. He's 1 for 2. So the Lions threatening here. It looks like they got a right-hander throwing in the bull. 2 right-handers throwing. The one right-hander's just kind of holding the ball in his glove. That's 25. I can't make
95 pitches now for Craig, Chuck.
Pitch to AJ. He shows bunt, fouls. Again, trying to beat it out. I think that's a good play. Just doesn't get it down where he wants it. But we always say perfect or foul. It's foul. He's still got another shot. No balls, 1 strike. Buckles on deck with Harley in the hole.
Talked to AJ a bunch and his uncle, too. I'm pretty good buddies with. And AJ, one of the things he's going to have to work on this offseason is learning how to pull a bunt with him.
Yeah,
taking it with you down the first base line, and it makes it really difficult. You look at where the first baseman's played, then the pitcher's got to field it and throw it over top of you. Tries to bunt again.
Yeah, that was a bad pitch right there.
Yeah, and he knows that as he walks away from the batter's box, got himself now in a big hole.
Yeah, now he's got to just move the baseball somewhere. There's some holes out there. I mean,
yeah,
shortstop, Alcorn is keeping the base runner close at second.
Even if he just pulls a ground ball, AJ, unless he smokes it, is a really difficult guy to double up.
Way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And worst case scenario, you turn the lineup over again. I'd like to see Austin Buckle come up with a couple guys in scoring position, but probably going to get into this Transylvania bullpen here very shortly.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch, good running fastball, swung on and missed. Kind of just waved at it right there, so that's 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring up Buckle. He's grounded to short, fly to right, but then singled to left and stole a base.
We're going to have a timeout as Coach gets. He's heading out.
Yeah, he's going out quickly, so I'm thinking he's going to stay in as he runs to the mound. That was just a quick, probably confidence bit of like, hey, can you get this guy? Are you good? Can you get this guy? Kind of a motivating type thing, and he's going to go back to the mound satisfied with the answer from Mr. Craig.
Yeah, Coach Getz, he was quite animated talking to his right-hander out there, letting him know, hey, go get him.
Yep. So Mr. Buckle with the hit his last at bat. Pitch, that swung on a hit hard, but right to the third baseman.
Good effort by Zach to try to beat that out.
Yeah, he'll race and beat him to the bag to end the inning. So we're through 6 complete, still tied 3-3 on the MSJ Sports Network.
The heart of a lion means following your passion with an intensity unmatched by others.
So we go to the top of the 7th in a 3-3 ball game. And leading it off is Mr. Ford. He has been hit by the pitch, single to right and double to right center. So we have not got him out today so far. Lions going to play that shift again, Blake.
I like it, except for with Nolan out there, the velocity's a little different, man, and he's.
Yeah, boy, there's a huge gap in left center.
He hits it over there. It might be a little league home run.
Got him a chop. Nolan's going to step and throw. You better hurry. Boy, they just got it. You might want to put a little bit more on that.
Yeah, and Brennan wasn't at the bag.
Right, it was a little slow, but again, that worked out. That'll bring up Sheratori's fly to right, grounded to third, and walked. But that's a big out.
Huge
out.
Yeah, the Lions, as we talked before in last inning, Transylvania continues to get their leadoff hitter on, and Caden Ford is their best hitter. So to retire him to start the inning is big.
Sheratori has scored a run and walked. Pitch, breaking ball drops in there. Well, we're getting a better version of Nolan today than we did yesterday. Now, again, there was quite a few unearned runs, but he'll be the first to admit he just didn't have his best stuff. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, that swung on and fouled away. And I really admire the fact that he could have very easily told the coaches, hey, I threw like 40 yesterday. I don't need to go back out there. But he's a heck of a teammate, says, give me the ball. We're not playing like we're out of it. We're going to try to keep winning games, and I'm going to do my best to help this team.
During the sack event on Thursday night, Nolan was like, hey, I'll pitch all 3 games this weekend if they want me to.
Rolled the short.
Got to hurry.
Mason's got to get rid of it. And he bobbles, boots the ball. So that'll be a fielding error on Ethan Mason. I think what he did was he recognized he was slow to get to it. He took his eye off of it just a little bit to try to see what the runner was doing, and that's a 1-out error. And that'll bring up Schubert. He's popped out a couple times, and he had a really nice bunt for a base hit. Nolan, you got to go to the slide step. He shows quick bunt. And Guts makes the catch.
Really good catch. Uses umpires apologizing to him, Greg Spencer. He had to kind of go through Mr. Spencer to get to that and makes the catch.
So if you're scoring at home, FF2 space BU. See if Patrick Murray scored that correctly.
I doubt it.
No, he's done a good job. I've looked at the last 2 nights, and it's been good, real good. So 2 outs. Let's see if they try to get the runner down to second here in scoring position, especially with the big leg kick. That's a fastball fouled back. Good cut there by Dillon. Single to left, grounded to second, and had a sacrifice fly to right.
Nolan continuing to pound the zone, Chuck.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball really well. Sheratori, he's got 18 steals on the year, so I'm expecting him to go here. That's hit hard to Mason, though. He's going to throw to Buckle for the force. That's the end of the inning. They leave a base runner, middle of the 7th. It's 7th inning stretch time here at Midland Field. We're tied at 3-all on the MSJ Sports Network. Okay, new pitcher for Transylvania is number 36, Brady McFarland. It's his 6th appearance of the year. Only 6 1/3 innings, but 2.84 ERA, only 3 hits. Does have 6 walks and 6 strikeouts. So kind of one of them, if you're maybe patient up there, you can draw a walker or two. So it'll be Harley leading off for the Lions, followed by Mason and Clements as we try to break this 3-all tie as we play the bottom of the 7th of game number 3 of this weekend series between Transylvania and Mount St. Joe. Again, Transylvania secured their spot in the HCAC tournament, actually fighting for first place still in the regular season, and the Lions just barely mathematically alive. But again, playing hard. Again, whether you're in it or not, you should play hard and try to win every game. And again, we talked off air. We're not playing for no draft choice or anything like that, not like maybe the NFL or the NBA. You're trying to win games.
Yeah, in reality, you're kind of the opposite. You want to win games so your resume looks a little better to potential recruits.
Absolutely. 100%.
Hey, we missed out, but we were right there.
Absolutely. 100%. I know, for many, many years I had a streak of 500 or better, and we always came. I remember the last year we were 3 games under one year, and we won the last 3 to end up 500. It was a tough year because we thought we were going to do better, kind of like this year for these guys. So Harley steps in. He is grounded short, struck out look, and then had a really good walk his last at bat. He was 0-2 and worked it all the way back. And swung at a breaking ball in on his hands. Didn't mean to. No balls, 1 strike. On deck, Ethan Mason. He had the big double last bat.
It'd be nice to see him come up with somebody on base again if Jordan can find a way.
Pitch, breaking ball. Woo. That looked really good. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Maybe a touch up there, Coach.
If it was just a touch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, and that caught the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. His third baseman, Finn, is in on the grass with 2 strikes. He's not really going to back up. Afraid of it, too. So this plays into Jordan Harley's hands because he's not going to bunt with 2 strikes. Maybe he can slap it past him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball stays out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still not really moving. Maybe a step. Well, no, he's pretty much right on the dirt and grass or the turf area. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. There's the base hit. That's going to get down.
Good piece of hitting there by Jordan to stay back, used a big part of the field, just guide that into center field for a base hit. Chuck, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, I was told pregame today is Ethan Mason's 150th game in a Lions uniform.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Has had a fantastic career. Has done a little bit of everything for the Lions, hit all over the lineup, played some short, played some third, did some pitching early in his career. Ethan's been a really good player for this team for 4 years.
He sure has. And that increases Jordan's hitting streak to 14 games. He won't be able to catch Anton Meir, but he just seems to be getting a hit and a walk a game. He's done a really nice job here the last few weeks. Throw to first. He gets back. I would think they would let Ethan swing away here, but it is the 7th. They may want to try to bunt him over. Want to probably get a look at if he's got a big leg kick or not here. So let's see what the Lions do. Stretch. Does have a slide step, and that's hit into right field for a base hit.
Good job by Ethan, just kind of using the big part of the field, going with it the other way. Not a whole lot of hard contact there, but
hit them where they ain't, Blake. So Clements is going to step in. I would assume he'd bunt here, but I know he has struggled to get bunts down, but he's the DH.
You can see Coach Cam and Coach Newman having a conversation right now over there. I think they're talking about what they're going to do. My guess is they'll have Clements try to bunt it, and it looks like you might see a pinch hitter here behind for Jackson Gutswell. I saw Sean Moore walking around with the helmet on. Guts is obviously dinged up a little bit, and Sean's been swinging it well.
See what they do. Harley with a short lead. Clements squares, gets it down. It's going to go foul. This is one of them, and it's no disrespect to Andrew, but if he struggles bunting, you got to put somebody else up that can get the bunt down. It just has to get down.
Especially in the DH spot.
Right. You're not losing a position player. And again, no knock. The coaching staff obviously feels he can get it done because he's in there, but if he can't, you can't force somebody to try to bunt if they're just not good at it. So no balls, 1 strike. Runners get their lead. Pitch. Now he's going to let him swing and fouled away. So again, I guess that's just saying he can't get it down. They're going to let him swing. So no balls, 2 strikes. So now first baseman Hedinger can get really deep. He's basically on the turf or the grass out in shallow right. Interestingly, Finn still about even with the base. Called strike 3.
Looked a little down here from here, but it's 0-2. You got to do something with that. You got to offer it that. We're going to have a pinch hitter here. It's actually going to be Caden Snodgrass.
So he'll pinch. Yeah, again, I think Guts is really hurting. He's doing everything he can. So Snodgrass will pinch hit.
Caden's been swinging it well.
Yeah, he's in this kind of late in the year has been getting some action. Pitch on the way. That's low, ball 1.
Really good job behind the dish to keep that in front.
Caden comes in hitting .310 with just 29 at bats.
Does have a home run to his credit, Chuck.
He does right here a couple games ago, left center field. Harley off second. Pitch, tried to check a swing, called strike anyway. I think they called it on the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. If I was Caden, I would just ask, is that on the swing or the pitch, just to get an idea. We can tell Caden that he has been calling a little bit on the outside the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield deep, outfield straight away. Pitch, that's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck, Brennan Martin, as we play here in the bottom of the 7th in a tie game. Pitch that rides in on, looked like a changeup. 3 balls, 1 strike. So Caden's in a good spot here. Get something he can turn on.
Get something you can hammer here. If it's not where you want it, live to fight another pitch.
Absolutely. 3-1 on the way. That's outside, ball 4. Good at back there by Snodgrass.
Now this would be a big spot to see the big fella finally come through, Chuck.
Yeah, he did hit the ball hard when it hit the sacrifice fly, but boy, he is really overdue.
Coach Getsy's out, Chuck. Well, we might have another change here. They do not have a lefty warming, though.
No,
so we'll step away while Coach Getsy heads to the mound to have a chat with his sophomore right-hander. We'll be right back on the MSJ Sports Network.
All right, Blake, the conference is over. They're going to stick with him. Looks like the shift is not as dramatic right now. Well, shortstop, Alcorn is almost up the middle. Pitch to Brennan. That swung on and lined into left center field. That's a base hit. 1 run will score. They're going to wave Mason. No, he's going to hold up at the last second.
Yeah, so it's actually a good call. So Mason didn't know exactly where the shortstop was behind him, so he had broke back to second base, which is probably the right thing to do on a line drive.
It 100% is.
But either way, Lions lead it here 4-3 on an RBI base hit for Brennan Martin. Continues to use the left side of the field well. Not hitting for as much power, obviously, but that works.
I'll bring up Clough. Lions take a 4-3 lead. Corners now are even. That ball's low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Still just 1 out here. It'd be nice to see Zach Clough get an extra base hit, Chuck.
Looking to put up a crooked number here. Pitch. Down low, 2 balls, no strike. Boy, I'd really like to see him be real selective here.
Yeah, you talked a little bit early as McFarland first went out there. He's struggled with the walks. So a bases-loaded walk is a good thing for Mr. Clough.
2 balls, no strikes. Pitch. That swung on and hit the center. That should be deep enough to get Mason in. Be smart, Caden. Don't get thrown out at third. Good. That'll
really
be a sacrifice
good throw by
fly.
Dylan.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. But that'll work. Sacrifice fly for Clo. Good at bat. Lions increase their lead to 5-3.
Wow. Dylan's a pretty good player out there, Chuck.
Yeah,
He made a couple unbelievable running catches. And it's a great throw. No bounces straight to third baseman, but it's the right throw.
Yeah, he threw to the right base.
Often you'll see them try to throw behind the runner at second or try to nail it at the plate. It's not the right play.
That's rides in low and into Will Record. Will on the day is grounded to third, struck out looking, then singled to center. Ethan Dillon just a sophomore, so we got to see him 2 more years. Pitch. Ooh, another one that's a little bit off the plate.
That's tough. That started on the black and ran even further off a little bit into the river, maybe even to the chalk on the other side of the batter's box. That's not a good call there.
Stretch, pitch, that's up high. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Really good secondary lead by Caden Snodgrass. I went Tim Lincecum on you.
Yeah.
Caden Snodgrass at second base. If that ball would have gotten away from the catcher, he was going to easily advance to third.
For those that don't know, Caden Morris was a relief pitcher for us the last 4 years. That swung on and hit to center field. Dillon over a couple steps into right center. He makes the catch to end the inning, but the Lions score 2. They take the lead 5-3 as we go to the 8th on the MSJ Sports Network.
In the real world, it hits you fast. What if that were my mom, my brother? What if it were me? You can learn the procedures, memorize the charts, but real care, the kind that sees the person, that takes something more. At Mount St. Joseph University, we teach the science of healing and the compassion that guides it. So when the moment comes, you're prepared to rise to new heights.
For the 8th, Lions lead at 5-3 after that 2 spot in the 7th. Caden Snodgrass will stay in the game to catch. As Nolan Miller back on the mound. He may just, if he can do it, he may just finish it if he can.
I mean, he's only thrown 21 pitches,
Right.
Chuck, at this point.
Been very pitch efficient, obviously.
Yeah, 21 pitches in 2 1/3 innings. So,
you do have Matt Fry available, and you really have Carson Talby available. Carson, I think, threw like 10 or 12 pitchers, and Matt was
actually Talby and Fry have both been warming off and on here in the later innings. I think it's Nolan's ball game right now, though. If he has another super efficient inning, you might see him for the 9th.
So it'll be Hettinger, Petrie, Monaco, and Manning to face Miller.
There's no rule that says we can't get 3 up, 3 down and go score some more either, though.
Absolutely. Nolan, like you say, 21 pitches in a 2 1/3 innings with a strikeout.
That's pretty efficient.
Pretty efficient.
But if you look back, other than yesterday, he's had 2 complete games in his last 4 outings. That's exactly why.
Yeah, he's been pitch efficient, throwing a lot of strikes. That's a ball. Maybe not striking out as many, but he's been able to go deeper in games.
It makes me think of Bull Durham. Strikeouts are fascist.
1 ball, no strikes.
Pitch for ground balls.
Love that movie. Yeah, I hope we didn't jinx it. 2 balls, no strikes.
We talk a lot about our favorite baseball movies. I know Field of Dreams is yours.
Yep. But I love a lot of them. There's a lot of great baseball movies. Bull Durham, For the Love of the Game, The Natural. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch. Even Sandlot's kind of funny. 2-0. Ball 3. Yep, we did jinx it. That bounced. So 3 balls, no strikes. No free passes here if you can avoid it. It looks Looks like Fry and Talby are both throwing. .30 on the way. Right down Main Street, called strike one. 3-1. Again, Nolan typically a starter, throws from the stretch all the time and throws from the first base side of the rubber. Again, I mentioned earlier, it's all turf in the infield on the mound and the plate, and it's grass in the outfield. 3-1 on the way. That's bounced up the middle. Miller knocks it down. He'll throw to first. A little bit awkward, but he'll complete the throw to Martin for out number one.
I love as Caden Snodgrass was running down the first baseline. He's yelling at Nolan, got time, got time, got time. And then Nolan calmly picked it up and threw it on to first.
So a big out right there. That'll bring up Peter and Monaco. He's flied out, grounded to second, and walked. He's been really good behind the plate, too. First pitch, fastball called strike. Knees on the outside corner. No balls, one strike. On deck is Manning. That's fouled away. Quickly, no balls, two strikes.
And Nolan bounced it back after those first three balls. He's thrown nothing but strikes since.
Yeah, big first out there. When you're down 3-0 to be able to come back and get that guy to ground out. Now you're quickly 0-2 here on the catcher. 0-2 on the way. Fastball up high, and he fouled it out. Fouled it back.
Challenge fastball up in the zone, kind of inner half. I think he's used that to maybe set up this breaking ball down and away.
Yeah, I think he wanted it a little bit higher.
I would agree.
No balls, two strikes. Miller delivers. Tag him and ask. I say no. That's a good. Always tag him first. Get that out of the way. They say he checked his swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I love when it goes to the backstop. I'll yell to my catcher, tag him, and then you check and they say he went. Now, typically, even if they went, they won't call it because it makes them look bad, but I've had that happen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's, I think, the pitch you wanted on 0-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You want to make it happen here.
Big point is to keep the bases clear as long as you can. You don't want the tying run at the plate in any form.
Absolutely.
Now, the wind is blowing straight in right now, so that doesn't hurt.
That's hit the center field.
Pretty
Meyer,
good.
He's going to get there. Goes over and really makes it look routine in left center.
Yeah, it kind of hung up. I think the wind actually beat it back down a little bit. It wasn't hit great, but it was hit pretty good. AJ was shaded towards right center a little bit, so he had to run a long way to get that. But he's starting to really make plays out in center that make you think this kid can go get it.
Yeah, he made it look routine. And I think I mentioned this on previous broadcasts. Back 20 years ago, and when we used to play here, the wind would always blow in the spring. And typically the last few years, it's been blowing out. Now today, it's blowing in a little bit. So that's the first time we've seen that this spring. So Manning, the 2-out hitter. That's fouled away. No balls, 1 strike.
Going up to 32 now. Put into a little bit of question what they do in the ninth.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. That's why they get paid the big bucks, Blake, to make these decisions.
It'd be really nice to come in and score 2 or 3 to make that decision a whole lot easier.
It sure would. Pitch. Good fastball, called strike 2.
Yeah, it had some velocity on it there. That was probably right at 90 with a little bit of late run.
No balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Finn. 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball. He's able to foul it back.
Yeah,
Count remains 0-2.
Try to go front door with that breaking ball. Manning does just enough to fight it off back here off the screen. Rather see him expand the zone away with that breaking ball on 0-2, Chuck.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. There's that. That's a 50-footer there that bounced. Nice block by Snodgrass. We're getting to that time of day where it's getting a little tougher out in the outfield with the sun. 2:17. Typically, it'd be more like 3:30, 4 o'clock, but 1-2. Here it comes. Fastball low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, this is as far as you want to go if you can help it. Stretch. And it rode in on him, so it's full count. So what you didn't want to see happen has happened. It's run full now. You really want to make him earn his way on here. He struck out, walked, and flied to left. He's a solid player, but, you know, at this point, no free passes. Chances of a home run with this wind blowing in is slim. Let's see what he comes up with. Full count. Payoff on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed. What a nice pitch right there. Nothing across, middle of the 8th. Lions lead 5-3 on the MSJ Sports Network.
You don't climb to new heights alone. You find your people. You find your place. You show up. Speak up. Hello. Cheer. Loud. You find what lights you up. And somewhere along the way, you realize this isn't just a school. It's a new beginning. This is community. This is momentum. This is the Mount.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher for Transylvania to tell him about is Blake Watson.
Yeah, it's number 25, Tristan Cooper, a sophomore right-hander from Harlan County High School in Harlan, Kentucky. This is his 8th appearance of the year. He's thrown 8 innings, allowed 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 of those earned, 5 walks and 8 strikeouts. Has a 3.38 ERA.
So he'll face A.J. Meyer. A.J. rolls at the second. And 1 pitch, 1 out as Shiratori throws him out. That'll bring up Austin Buckle, the leadoff hitter. Lions could sure use a couple more runs here.
Yeah, a little prudential here in the bottom of the 8th. Looks like it'll either be Miller again or Matt Fry in the 9th for the Lions. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. But
yeah, Miller's been really good. Fry's been really good lately.
Either one, you would like at least 1 more run.
Good pitch to Buckle. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Does have a single and a stolen base, called strike 1.
Nolan with 39 pitches.
Now, yeah, my gut is if they get to Harley, and either way he gets on or not, they might go to Jack Robinson in left field in the last inning. We'll see.
I would believe that's probably right.
Jordan, you know, he can make the catches. He just doesn't have the arm strength. Pitch. That's tapped third. Finn, the long throw across.
Good play.
Yep, for out number 2. So that will bring up Jordan Harley. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. On deck, it's Ethan Mason. Ethan with a good day. He's been on all 4 times, hit by the pitch a couple times, doubled and singled. So having an excellent day. As you mentioned, 150 games for the Lions. That's outstanding. Harley, that's Jordan Harley special. Line drive over third. He's 2 for 4. He continues to swing the bat well. Have good at bats. So Ethan will step in, as I mentioned. Excuse me. He's been, again, 2 for 2 with a couple hit by pitches.
Little things, man, you notice when you watch players, and something small I just saw from Alcorn at short. On that throw in, he knew he couldn't pick it and didn't have a play to make. Did a really good job of just opening his palm up, knocking the ball down, and going to pick it up. Very simple stuff from a shortstop. It's a really good play.
Delayed steal, and he's safe. So the Lions have run that delayed steal quite a bit here the second half of the year, and it's been very successful.
Especially with Jordan, and now Jordan's stretching his legs out a little bit.
So a big hit here could give us another run. It'd be really nice to tack that 3-run advantage on. Pitch. There's a called strike. Good breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stretch. Harley with his lead off second. Pitch. Oh, waved at and missed.
Really good pitch down in the zone.
Off speed there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Harley will have the advantage of going on the swing here with 2 outs and 2 strikes.
They should score on any hit.
Yeah, really. He should. I mean, the way the ball bounces out there and his speed. All right, that's a balk, so he did not pause, so Ethan's going to get new life as he waved at that breaking ball. Would have been strike 3. No argument from the Transylvania dugout at all. So did not pause there. Getting the base isn't huge with 2 outs, but getting another pitch for Ethan's big. So in a sense, he gets 4 strikes here at this at bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good long pause this time.
Another breaking ball.
Oh, good
caught
play
by the second base. Kind of a looping line drive to the second base. Shiratori was able to make the catch. So we go to the top of the 9th, leading 5-3 on the MSJ Sports Network.
The mound didn't just teach me, it changed me. My professors pushed me to think bigger. My mentors led by example, lighting the way. And every step, I leveled up. Now it's my turn to teach, to inspire, to pay it forward. Because every challenge, every late night, every aha moment, every grind has taken me to new heights.
All right, we're back for the top of the 9th, and Blake, they're going to stick with Nolan Miller.
Yeah, 39 pitches. Again, you know, we talk about it a lot. He's your best guy. I mean, if he's physically capable of being out there, I let him throw.
Yeah, I got no problem with the decision. I've had some questionable decisions over the year that I've maybe disagreed with, but I got no problem with this.
The hope is if they're going to leave Nolan out there, they're not going to let him throw to one batter. If the batter reaches, then you go try to get Matt, and Matt has to get out of a jam. If you're going Nolan, let Nolan be the guy.
Let it go. So
Matt will continue to throw in the third base bullpen. Why can't I think of that word?
So Finn will step in. He's doubled to right, fly to center and ground to third. He's 1 for 3.
8-9-1 here. You'd really like to get to 1 with nobody on base because that kid's really good.
That's a ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Hardest 3 outs in baseball, Blake. The 9th inning. Ask any closer. It's a little different than the 6th, 7th, or 8th.
Yes, it is. And this is one of, Nolan's first chances ever to really be out there.
Right.
I mean, outside of a game he starts, but that's the guy I'd want out there.
1 ball, no strikes. Pitch, fastball, ride, just barely inside. I think he wanted that.
Yeah, didn't miss by a ton. I actually think the batter's reaction might have sold that.
2 balls, no strikes Let's see if they let him swing here down 2 runs. I'd be tempted to make him take a pitch. 2-0 on the way. Breaking ball drops
Nasty.
right in there. Yeah, he's not going to swing at that anyway. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Not many people would throw a 2-0 breaking ball there with a 2-run lead, but Nolan's got that kind of confidence. So does Coach Torres.
And that's the difference in having a guy with starter stuff on the mound right now. He's used to commanding the zone.
Bounces in there, so 3 balls, 1 strike. So again, I'd use the phrase "put it on a tee" right here because you do not want to walk here.
Worst case scenario, it's a 1-run game.
Right, you got.
And then you can, if you want to go to Matt, you go to Matt with the bases empty and a chance to go save a ball game.
3 balls, 1 strike, and he walked him. So the worst thing that can happen, in my opinion, worse than a home run. You got to make him swing it. Again, he wasn't trying to walk him. That'll bring up Alcorn. He's 0 for 3, struck out his last at bat. So again, the runner on first means nothing. It's the guy at the plate. And then Mr. Ford is on deck.
The Lions look like they're going to play a little no doubles in the outfield.
Yeah, I think I'd be playing Jack Robinson in left. He's too deep, in my opinion. Fouled off. I know that you're playing it safe, but with the guys they got coming up,
outs are important.
Yeah, he's way too deep, in my opinion. No balls, 1 strike. Yeah, he really doesn't need to do that at all. He might have felt uncomfortable with the pitch call and just threw to first to regroup.
Yeah, it's more of a reset for Nolan than an attempt to get an out there.
Yeah, I can't see them taking off here unless he's going with that big leg kick to stay out of the double play. That's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's nail-biting time here at Midland Field. Lions trying to salvage the last game of this series.
Feels like we get a lot of that, Chuck.
We do. We do. It's been, unfortunately, we've been on the short end of a lot of those games. That's way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And see Caden walk out and have a conversation with Nolan. It'd be nice.
Yeah, break it up
Get him a little bit of a breather. Fry's ready to go.
Yeah, boy, just hate like heck to have Ford up as the go-ahead run. How about a little 4-6-3? Quick throw to first. Again, I don't think he's taken off, but maybe just, like you say, a reset or didn't like the pitch call. And 2 balls, 1 strike. Need a rollover here. There's a big hole between first and second. Pitch. Way outside, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Well, I would assume they would lose him. They're going to bring in Matt and hope he can play hero. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. That's in there. Line drive. Come on, Will. Nope, can't make the catch. So it's first and second, nobody out on the line drive hit.
As you talked about, the Lions a little deep everywhere, Chuck, and that's a ball that could have been caught. Maybe not should have been, but could have been.
Yeah. All right, now we got time.
It'll be Matt Fry, I think, coming out of the bullpen.
We'll step away for a minute. All right, so Matt Fry's on the mound. Blake, what do you got on Matt?
Yeah, so this is his 18th appearance, 4.7 ERA. He's got 3 saves and 15 in a third, 15 hits, 8 runs. They're all earned, 13 strikeouts. Has allowed 3 home runs.
Well, typically I'd let him hit, but Patrick, we were talking, the way we defend the bunt, it'd probably be a good play to bunt here, so we'll see what they let him do. Matt's in a big-time pickle here. Pitch, they're going to show bunt, and they foul it off. Oh, no, they don't.
That had to have hit something.
That's just a pass ball on Mr. Snott. He must have been crossed up. So
I thought it hit the batter.
Yeah, I thought it was a foul ball, so we're all wrong. He just obviously was crossed up.
Well, now he doesn't have to bunt.
Now he doesn't have to bunt. So you can play back and get the out. The run on third means nothing, but the runner on second means everything. Brandon, you need to back up, buddy. You need to take away that hole. Somebody's got to tell him to back up. Pitch, that's way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Forward pull. Now he's starting to back up a little bit. He needs to get even deeper. Pitch. That's a changeup in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This is the hard part about going to Fry in this spot. There's just no wiggle room.
Yep. And then, you have a cross up on the first pitch, which clearly wasn't, well, somebody messed up, but 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. Fastball, grounded to short. Mason, throw to Martin. He's out. Again, thank goodness for Brandon being 6'10" or whatever he is. So that's a big out. Now they're going to have to bring the infield in. It's a really good play by Ethan Mason. Again, thank goodness for the height. So they got to try to cut this tying run off.
Yeah, wouldn't be shocked to see a safety squeeze or something here to try to tie the ball game. Shiratori really handles the bat well.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 with a walk, so last time he reached on a fielding error by Ethan. So nice job by Matt Fry on the last to get forward out there. Pitch, good breaking ball, strike 1. This would probably be Matt's most impressive save of the season if he can wiggle out of this.
Starts here with a ball right at somebody or maybe a strikeout.
Yep. Stretch. That's popped in the shallow right. Will Record, they're going to take a shot here. He makes the catch. Here's the tag. Here's the throw. Cut off, and it's tied up. I don't think I would have cut that off unless Brennan just thought the ball was dying.
I think Caden actually called for it to be cut.
So if he called cut, then he did the right thing. Either way, I think he's going to be safe. The throw was probably dying a little bit, but by the time he caught it, turned and threw, he wasn't going to get him. So that'll tie the game. But, again, Matt doing an outstanding job getting these 2 guys. So that ties it up. Schubert will step in with 2 outs.
And pass ball coming back to Hall on that cross-up, Chuck.
Yeah, for sure. He shows quick bunt again. Ball high. 1 ball, no strikes.
And we got a new ball game here.
Yeah, we do. But we'll get our opportunity to swing the bat. Again, these guys are tough, boy. They just just missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball up, 3 balls, no strike. I think Matt was a little rattled not getting that strike called on the second pitch.
I actually think he thought both of the first 2 pitches were strikes.
3 balls, no strikes. Got to come all the way back here. No free passes. Pitch, that's right in there for called strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. I'm with you where in the past we had guys up here with the radar gun. It just, we can kind of speculate and guess, but they sit down below now. We just don't get that benefit. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Transylvania's tied it. That's grounded towards Buckle. He'll go to his left, throw him out to end the inning. But Transylvania scores 2 to tie it. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We're all tied at 5 on the MSJ Sports Network. We're back for the bottom of the ninth. Lions need a run here to walk it off. Tough situation with Transy scores 2 in the top of the ninth. They just won't go away. That's why they're right at the top of the standings in the HCAC.
They'll be trying to do so against a new pitcher here, Chuck. It's Luke Patton, 17th appearance, no starts. He's 3-1, 25 innings, 5 saves. So this is their closer.
Yeah, they used him yesterday. He closed out game number 2. Clements takes ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch, that swung on, hit hard to right field for a leadoff hit. I would assume we'd get a pinch runner here. Nice shot by Andrew. Leadoff single, and it looks like this will be, well.
It'll probably be Nicholas Price,
would
be
be
my
my
guess. Yeah, it will be.
And there he goes to pinch run. So Andrew does his job with a solid single to right to lead off the inning.
Now you would expect Snotty to bunt.
Yes, you would.
Price comes in at first.
So what you're looking at is he's going to bunt him over if he can, and then they're going to walk Brennan. You'll have first and second, 1 out with Zach Lowe at the plate. You got to think ahead. But you have to bunt. You got to get. I know you're taking the bat out of his hands, but you got to get him down there. Unless you think you can steal it. Pitch. Oh, called strike on a breaking ball. This is one of them situations, Blake. He's bunting with 2 strikes if he gets there with me. You got to get it down.
Yeah, and again, you talked about it with Clements earlier. If Snodgrass can't bunt, you have another catcher on the bench.
He's going to throw to first.
I skipped over there. Almost got past the first baseman. I was hoping for on Clements' hit. It was hit real hard. I was hoping for one of those big kicks out there in right field.
Bad bounce there.
Maybe get him to second.
Price has 1 stolen base on the year. Gets the bunt down. It's a good bunt. They'll throw him out, but the sacrifice will work. That's what they needed. So, again, I anticipate them walking Brennan here. I'll be stunned if they pitch to him. No, they're going to walk him.
Yeah, they're going to walk him.
Yeah. So that'll
which you have to do. It wouldn't matter who's in this spot, honestly. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Set up the double play because the second run means nothing to you.
Right.
The only run that matters is second base.
Yeah, it sets up the double play. You hate to see the bat out of his hands, but, again, you got to get a runner to second. And Chloe clearly is capable. Zach with a couple of hits today and a sacrifice fly, so he's swinging it well. If you're Transy, you really have no choice. If you're the Lions, I didn't think they had a choice.
Yeah, I think everybody played that exactly the way they should have. We're going to run for Brennan at first.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd be doing that. That, to me, that run doesn't mean anything. I'm really shocked.
And especially with Clements in the DH spot,
this doesn't.
You got to go to a Bray or somebody else at first.
So that is
Luke Emery.
Luke Emery, yeah. This is something I would not do, and I'm on record for that. That's if it goes extra innings, you've just lost his bat. So Brennan's run means nothing. Stretch, pitch, breaking ball drops in there. Now, if there was some type of force at third and there was a guy on second, that's different than if he got to second. Stretch, pitch, another breaking ball drops in there for called strike 2.
2 really good breaking balls back from Patton.
Yep, real record on deck. So he's probably going to try to expand the strike zone here a little bit.
And Zach's susceptible to swinging pitches out of the zone.
Pitch. He held back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good 0-2 pitch, though. The breaking ball just stayed outside.
It's a perfect 0-2 pitch when you just threw 2 breaking balls right in the middle and he didn't offer.
Yeah, typically they're a guy will chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That swung on and popped up. That's an infield fly for the second out of the inning as Hedinger makes the play. They just stuck with the same pattern there. Breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball away. So it's up to Will Record here. Will's 1 for 4 with a single to center field.
Now you got to do it with 2 outs here.
Yeah, got to have it here. Pitch. There's a good fastball for a strike on the outside corner. As I feel this game goes extra innings, it goes advantage Transylvania.
Well, me and Patrick talked about it with the bunt in the ninth, in the top of the ninth. the better team playing for more baseball. If you think you're the better team, that's what you're playing for.
It swung on and popped up. Ball is going to be caught in foul territory by Hettinger, and we will go extra innings. Free baseball, folks. After 9 complete, we're tied at 5 on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, we're back for the top of the 10th, and we're tied up at 5. Matt Fry is going to be on the mound, so Mr. Bray will go to first base. He'll be the first baseman. He'll be hitting in Brennan's spot. We did get Jack Robinson in the game last inning, so he's in Mr. Harley's spot.
As you go to extras, though, Chuck, we talked about it off the air. Don't have Harley, you don't have Martin, you don't have Clements the rest of this game. Your offense is definitely weaker than it was.
First pitch is fouled away. Good fastball by Matt. Yeah.
And that's not saying that Robinson or Bray couldn't hit a walk-off base hit at some point in this ball game, but there's a reason your starters are your starters.
I got to admit, I was a little bit confused running for Brennan there. His run was not the winning run, and now you took arguably one of your best bats out of the lineup. But that's
hammered,
get foul down the left field line. A changeup just stayed kind of middle in, and he hooked it foul, but hit it hard. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Dylan is 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly.
That is a very, very, very good center fielder.
Yes, it is. (0-2), fastball rides in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, we haven't seen Earlham yet. We'll see them next weekend, but Transylvania is a very impressive ball club.
Yeah, I mean, they continue to do everything right. They get their bunts down. They don't make mistakes on the bases.
Looked like a knuckleball, something that was off speed, maybe a changeup that rode in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Play very good defense, throw a whole lot of strikes. There's not a lot about a baseball team that they don't do well that you'd like to see.
2-2. Fastball hammered to left center field. That's deep. But Robinson's going to make the catch.
Ooh.
And short of the track. I mean, off the bat, usually that might be out of here, but it's just not going out today. The wind's blowing in. That was hammered.
You can see the wind there, and it definitely held it up because I think Robinson thought it was going to be on the wall. He ended up catching it down around his knee, Chuck.
Yeah.
Because typically you'd like to see him catch up around his shoulders, but that ball just kind of died.
Yeah, he didn't even get to the track. He's a few feet short of that. That ball was hammered. So that'll bring up Hettinger. He's 1 for 4. As a coach, I love playing teams here that could hit the long ball and the wind was blowing in. They'd get so frustrated. There's a called strike.
And didn't you tell a story about Coach Marshall?
Coach Marshall, we'd go over there and the score would be in the teens. We'd come back over here 3-1, 2-1, 4-2. He'd be, man, this wind blows in over here. I said, that's the way I like it. Pitch, fastball rides in. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's somewhat of an equalizer. If you don't have the big, powerful bats and you're more of a speed team that hits around, it's clearly, again, when they say it's the same for both teams, it's not the same for both teams. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed.
Nasty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came out of his shoes there, that Hedinger. He was trying to make it a one-run Transy lead.
You better really hit it to get it out of here.
Yeah, try to hit that to the Midland building, Chuck.
Yeah, you probably have to hit it almost right down the line to get it out. 1-2 on the way. Reached out just over the leaping Mason for a 1-out single.
Yeah, just kind of used the end of the bat.
Yep.
Really good piece of hitting there. After coming out of his shoes on the pitch before, kind of choked down and just did enough. With an out here, you don't think they're going to bunt. Now, they might give him a shot to steal it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Matt's got good velo.
Hedinger 9 for 9 on the year with a new catcher. That ball's down. Nice block by Snodgrass. You know, they're gonna test him out yesterday. He did catch game 2. If I recall, he threw a guy out, but they stole a few bases too, so pretty good lead at first. Pitch, that's down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, so a little bit of a danger area here to the catcher, who's 0 for 3 and a walk. I think as long as they're ahead in the count, they won't steal. 2 balls, no strikes. Took something off. Ball 3. Didn't help that Caden reached out for it. Kind of moved his shin guard and couldn't steal that one. 3 balls, no strikes. Rio, and he missed ball 4 straight. So getting yourself in trouble.
You give up a soft contact base hit.
And a 4-pitch walk. So that'll bring up Manning. So let's see. He's going to talk to him here.
Offensive conference.
Yeah. Coach Doris is going to take a trip to the mound. We'll step away for a minute. All right, we had an offensive conference and a defensive conference, so.
And officially, there was the second defensive and the first offensive, just so you know.
All right, appreciate that input.
Patrick, mark that down.
So the Lions 1 pitch away here, getting a ground ball double play would be fantastic, and of course Transylvania's thinking something else. 1 out. Fry delivers, fastball, called strike at the knees, low and away. Manning doesn't like it, but that's a really good pitch right there. No balls, 1 strike. You keep it down there, you got a shot at that ground ball. Stretch. Pitch. That's low. Ball 1. I think that's what he's trying to. He's trying to get that outside corner to get a rollover here. Problem is you keep going out there, he might just slap it between first and second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Good fastball, called strike 2. He had something extra on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, two. Fastball swung on, hit the right. Record over. He'll make the catch, and there'll be no tag for out number 2. So big second out right there. Max Finn is doubled, fly to center, grounded to third, and walked. Before I forget, I want to give my game shout out to Jeff Kist's grandpa, Mr. Kestner. You're out there listening in Philadelphia, PA. They say you're my man. So appreciate you listening and watching. And we're trying to get a third game here to try to salvage something out of this series, but not out of the woods yet. A.J. Meyer's going to shade a little bit towards right center. Swung on and missed. Good fastball right by him.
Yeah, challenge fastball. Matt's got the stuff to just blow it by people, especially when he's up in the zone.
Yeah, you can't catch up to that. If they chase, he's no balls, one strike. I think at this point it'd be hard to throw something soft in the zone. No balls, one strike. Pitch, that's fouled away again. Hard stuff here. If you go soft, you got to be out of the zone. You cannot speed up his bat here.
Yeah, got to have the confidence and Snotty behind the plate to bounce one here.
Yeah, no balls, two strikes again. Now, you said it before, the wind's really picking up, blowing straight in. Meyer way over in right center again. Robinson pretty deep in left. Pitch, foul. Ooh. Just got a piece of it. Pretty good swing, though.
Now, if you can start the breaking ball at that spot and watch it run away, you should swing right over the top of it.
You just can't throw soft in the zone here. No balls, two strikes. Stretch. 0-2. And he went soft away, which is fine, out of the zone. Show him a different look. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wouldn't chase it. Credit to Finn for not going after it. Every pitch is huge right here. I'm figuring shake fastball here. 2 or 3 shakes. Runners get their lead. Fastball, base hit into right. They're going to wave him. Record's going to come up. He's got to come up firing home. They got a shot.
He's out.
Oh, Caden couldn't handle it. Could not handle it. And they take a 4-3 lead. Nice piece of hitting there. Pretty good throw. Maybe a little bit of a short hop, but if he catches it, he's going to be out at home. So that's a big base hit there for Mr. Finn. Well, you got to stop him here as Alcorn steps in. 1 run you can get. You start giving up multi-runs, makes it tough. Pitch, change up away. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, the walk was a killer. Stretch. There's a strike. No, a little bit high. Matt is really flustered now. Can't understand why that's not a strike. 2 balls, no strikes.
I'm going to agree with Matt.
And we don't want Mr. Ford to step up with the bases loaded. Pitch, that's grounded in the hole in the left field, a base hit. And that's going to score a run as Robinson can't come up with it. And they'll move up on the fielding error in left field. And that makes it a 2-run lead here for Transylvania. Again, they show why they're one of the better teams in the league, and I think they're going to go get him. He's very frustrated. And we'll step away here on the MSJ Sports. So Carson Talby takes over for the Lions. Carson threw yesterday 10 or 12 pitches. And he's going to try to stop the bleeding here. As Transy has 2 runs in. Carson's 14th appearance on the year, 2-1, a 3.13 ERA. They're going to pitch to him with a base open. It's a ball up and away. He's allowed 21 hits, only 8 earned runs, 9 walks, and 21 strikeouts. So this would go down in the book, Blake, as one of them another heartbreaking loss. Pitch, breaking ball hit to right. Record is there. And he makes the catch to end the inning. So Carson does stop the bleeding, but Transy scores 2. They lead 7-5 as we go to the bottom of the 10th on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, Blake, we're back. Bottom of the 10th. We need 2 to tie it. A.J. Meyer's going to lead it off, and he's probably the best guy to lead off here. He's singled, and he's only 1 for 4, but he's got a shot to get on base. But then we go to the top of the lineup, Buckle, and then actually Jack Robinson's for Jordan Harley. Need a base runner to get that tying run to the plate. First pitch is hit right at the third baseman on the line for out number 1.
And a good swing there from A.J., kind of bad luck. Hit it hard. Finn would just have to be standing in the right spot.
Yep. Just not only today, but I think during the year you could say this is Murphy's Law. Anything that could go wrong is going wrong for the Lions.
Yeah, it's just been their kind of MO all year. Yeah. And at times they'll make a bad decision on the bases or a questionable one on a call. And
called strike.
It's
a combination.
Correct. It could work out, but then, we talked about it earlier. The ball that Klo was just out of his reach into the bullpen. If he catches that, they get out of that inning without giving up anything.
That's hit good to left field. He took a step in. That's going to get over his head. That's going to go for extra bases.
Can he get 3?
And he better not. You don't want to risk that.
Yeah, not worth the risk. That would have been the record breaker.
So they do get the tying run to the plate. That's the whole idea. That'll bring up Jack Robinson. So Buckle hammered that one. Ford took a step in or 2. But for Transy, that's not the run they're worried about. They're worried about the guy at the plate.
Yeah, Jack's just got to find a way to get on here.
What's he going to do? I think he's going to make a defensive replacement right in the middle of the inning. So 43 is going to go to, he's running out towards center, but I think he's going to go towards left. Interesting.
So that's Camden McAtee, a senior from Highlands, Kentucky.
Okay.
Or Highlands High School in Fort Thomas, Kentucky.
Somewhat like a home game for him. Sort of, quarter.
I think he's played a bunch of outfield for Coach Getsy in the past.
Typically, you don't see that in the middle of an inning, but maybe he didn't like the way he broke on that ball. So Robinson will step in. Jack represents the tying run. Shows bunt. Jack comes in hitting .263, limited bats, 10 for 38 with a double.
Yeah, Finn was way back on that. Jack gets it down. He's going to have a good chance of beating it out. Obviously bunting for a hit.
Yes.
No, he's not. He squared all the way around pre-pitch.
Yeah, he's way too early if he's bunting for a hit there. I'm really confused on what's going on here.
Now Finn will come in just a little bit.
And now the hope would he could hit it past him. Pitch, fastball rides in, 2 balls, 1 strike. Got a little giddy up to it. Two balls, 1 strike. Yeah, if I'm third baseman Finn, I'm backing up. Foul tip. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's one of those ones you like to see Jack try to sell that. Hey, it hit me here, it hit me here.
That's just a reaction thing. And 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, curveball, stays inside just barely.
Yeah, it kind of came around it a little bit. It's a good pitch.
Transylvania faithful are not happy with that call or lack thereof.
We've definitely seen pitches further in called strikes over the years, but I think he got it right, but it was close.
Payoff. He probably swung at ball 4. Try to check his swing, and that's a strikeout. So the Lions are down to their last out.
Hey, Chuck, you know what would be a real good time for?
Ethan Mason's first home run of the year.
Wouldn't be bad.
Coach Finn over there saying no doubles, so they're playing, and that's a smart move with Ethan up. On deck, well, I would assume Sean Moore
would
be hitting, yeah. Hopefully Ethan can give him a chance. He's reached all 4 times. There's a called strike. I'm sorry, 2 for 3 with 2 hit by pitches. Hit by pitch twice, doubled, singled, then popped a second. There's a ground ball. Diving attempt. That'll be into left field, a base hit, and that will score the run. They should throw it directly to second, which they do. So that makes it a 1-run game here. So Ethan gets his 3rd hit of the day. Single through the left side.
And they'll likely stay in no doubles.
All right, Sean Moore's going to pinch hit here.
Sean's got the ability to go out of here, Chuck.
Yeah.
This wind is going to take a bomb.
Yeah, maybe we can get the wind to switch right now. So Sean Moore represents the winning run. Sean comes in hitting .333, 12 for 36. Good breaking ball for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Short lead by Ethan. I'd like to see a little bit bigger lead there. And tried to check a swing. Lions are down to their last strike. Realize it's a tough situation to come in and pinch hit here.
Sean's been swinging it well, though.
He has. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Even if you're not stealing, I'd like to see Ethan make it where they have to at least worry about him a little bit. And you're pitching if you know there's really no threat. You don't even have to focus on it. He's not even looking at first. Pitch. Swung on a miss, but it's in the dirt, and he's going to be able to make it to first. So that'll be first and second on a strikeout swinging and a wild pitch. So the Lions still alive here as Moore reaches on the strikeout. Caden Snodgrass will step in. He's sacrificed in his only plate appearance. So now there's a timeout here. And they're going to run for Sean Moore at first. And that'll be number... We believe this is number 28 running. Pitch. That's swung on and fouled at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. So are we saying that's number 28 running at first?
I believe that's Richter.
Richter, okay. Older brother was a pitcher for the Lions. No balls, 1 strike. Tying run on second, winning run on first. The Lions got a huge break on that strikeout wild pitch.
It's funny because I thought Patton balked, and it worked out better for the Lions that they didn't call the balk.
Pitch, that's outside a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, these 3 games have had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, Patton, a 1-inning guy, typically up to over 30 pitches now, Chuck, so you think he's probably getting towards the end of his rope. Maybe the Lions can take advantage of some fatigue.
Pitch, good breaking ball, drops in there, called strike 2. So the Lions down their last strike again. The runners will be off on the swing. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Stretch. Here comes the 1-2. That's way outside on a breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tried to guide that a little bit and place it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caden just trying to prolong this game a little bit, Chuck. Any way he can, a walk, a hit by pitch, a base hit, whatever he can do.
Stretch. Pitch. That's tapped towards third.
Gonna be a tough play for
Third baseman Finn on the run, and they throw him out to end the game.
Ooh.
So Transylvania sweeps the 3-game series, and they're not afraid to show their emotion, that they're very, very excited. And they're going to stay right up at the top of the HCAC standings. And the Lions drop another heartbreaking game as they lose 7-6. And boy, Blake,
it's another tough one, Chuck. In a year of tough ones, we talked about it early in the broadcast today. It's been a year of games that the Lions probably walk away from feeling like they could have or should have won. And this is definitely another one of those. It's another heartbreaker, and it's part of the reason this season is overall kind of a disappointment for the Mount St. Joseph baseball program.
For sure. The winning pitcher in relief is Patton.
Fry will get credited with the loss.
And, well, not a whole lot more to say about it.
Nope.
We'll be back Tuesday night. We play Wilmington, a non-conference game at 6 o'clock. Until then, for Blake Watson, this is Chuck Murray saying so long, everybody.